Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Vengeance God streams. My name is Mikey Vadum, also known as Vengeance God, also known as Ambassador Kel. I'm seeing all the mute things coming in. So funny. Yes, the video camera quality for this particular stream will be ass. I had to design a solution that allowed you all to see the pretty starships, and that means my face is currently in a I was going to say 16-bit game, but really this is more like an 8-bit game. So welcome to all the new people who are seeing me or not seeing me for the first time. It's really good to see everybody, and thanks everybody for stopping in. I'm really happy to see everyone back. As many people in chat have mentioned, this is sort of like going back to 10 forward for me, and I have a lot of good memories of doing that stream. So I'm pleasantly surprised to see all of you, and really happy that we get to do this. We are going to be talking about STO today. We are going to be answering some questions, but for Trexpert was very right to hit that NDA command. We don't know... there's a lot of stuff I don't know anymore. The gentlemen I'll be talking to in this very stream do know it all, but much of it cannot be discussed. We don't talk about upcoming content. The cool thing is there is an anniversary tomorrow, and for those of you who don't know, on this very stream, we'll be back playing more Star Trek Online tomorrow at noon to dive right into the anniversary content, to try out the new mission, the new TFO, all of that stuff. You get to see me experience it for the very first time. I didn't even get to playtest this stuff back in the day, so that is very exciting. Quickly, though, before we dive into the show, this here stream, why is that not showing? No! Why? This was supposed to be so smooth. And of course, now it's not showing. Okay. Well, this stream is sponsored by Zenless Zone Zero, which is a really cool action game that you can play on your phone, on PlayStation, on everything else, really everything else. If you click the link in chat, you will be supporting this stream, and you will be getting into a cool game. You get 160 polls for free, which means that you can get a lot of cool characters. All of the designs in this game are great. We will talk about it more later on in the stream, and maybe I'll even fix that trailer that was supposed to play. But we will also be playing it on Wednesday and Friday this week, so tune in and go ahead and hit that link that's in the chat right now to sign up for the game and support the stream. Thank you very much. And hello, Counselor! I am very excited to see you. It's been a while since we've chatted in person. This is, for those of you who don't know, my wonderful successor. The Counselor is here, which is awesome. I'm glad you were able to make it. Come on in. And we should get you on the stream once you're, ready for that. It would be fun to do a CM to CM chat. Maybe I'll see if I can get any more former STO CMs in here. But for now... You may have heard them chuckle in the background. Actually, you didn't, because I didn't turn their audio on yet. Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by two of my favorite people in the known universe. We've got Jeremy Randall and Thomas Ferroni from the Star Trek Online team. Hello, boys. How you doing?
Hi, Mike.
Hey. Hey, Ambassador Kale. It's great to see you.
I don't know if I've...
Can you... Do we still call you that, or should we just call you Mike or Vengeance God?
My plan was when I started this stream to leave Kale behind, and chat was like, "No, that's your name." So that's people are still calling me that. New people who came into the chat who never played Star Trek Online have been calling me Kale. I think it is where I live, which is good because I liked that name. Am I officially an ambassador? I don't know. But I've been told Thomas is too quiet.
I was going to make a BattleTech joke, but I think I'm the only person.
Thomas,
hold on, I can try it.
I got you. Thomas,
okay.
You come into my chat and think you're the only person here who knows about BattleTech. You come into my chat.
I thought you didn't like BattleTech.
No, I've just never tried BattleTech. I want to, but obviously, like all of the people who would hang out on my stream.
I was going to make a obscure BattleTech lore joke.
Do it.
So that's...
Make obscure jokes, Thomas.
Ambassador Kale is your blood name earned through trials of combat. So of course you have to keep it.
I would have just assumed that was a Klingon reference and really enjoyed it. So
there you go. I mean the clans in BattleTech are essentially Klingons.
Yeah.
That's basically how it works.
That's now two things I know
And
about
giant
BattleTech.
robots, though.
Yeah.
The two
Yeah,
things I
but
know
they have
about
giant robots.
the two things I know about BattleTech are that the clans are Klingons and that everybody loves the garbage can mech. These are the two things I know.
That's about all there is to know, really.
Well, hello to everybody in chat. I'm so excited to see you all. For those of you who have not done so yet, it would really support me and the channel if you could give us a subscribe on YouTube or a follow here on Twitch. And if you have the means and you can throw a couple of bucks my way by subscribing on Twitch, I would appreciate it greatly. The goal, of course, is to do this full time, and I would love to keep doing it full time. Don't make me get a corporate job. Don't make me be a loser like these schmucks. Thank you for the follow, Tunnel15. I appreciate it. And also, hello to everybody. There's a lot of chat coming in, so I don't know if I'll be able to do my usual hello. But hello, Cheops. Hello, Orangitis. Hello, Trexpert. Hello, Stu. Hello, KDS. Hello, Galactic Gaming. I recognize so many names. Okay. Wait. Okay, or Thomas, you could just gift a whole bunch of subs to people. Thank you. Holy crap. Thank you very much. Jeremy's over here pretending to make it rain, and Thomas is actually making it rain.
Well, that is one of the small benefits of these boring corporate jobs, right?
Yep, it's true. The ability to throw money at a problem is a great ability that I miss greatly. Hello, Brian. Thanks for chatting for the first time. Normally, when somebody shows up for the first time, I say, "How did you find our stream?" But today, I know. And a big thank you to the counselor and to Pharaoh over at what is it now? But they're back to Arc Games now, yeah?
Yeah.
Arc Games. Oh my God, Fragrance! Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Fragrance.
And Galactic Gaming as well. Thank you very much, everybody. That's amazing. Y'all are so cool. Thank you. Chadwick McCarthy, I can see you. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of chat coming in really quick, but on YouTube, if you're
Kale's event buyout that he's got to drop on tomorrow.
Yeah. Sorry about that. If you on YouTube, if you were watching the vertical content, and on TikTok, sorry, you guys weren't seeing any video for a second there either. There is also a horizontal content if you prefer to watch that, but there is a special vertical one for you phone users. Holy crap, Mystic Tree! Thank you so much. This is crazy. I think I'm just gonna sit here and
we haven't even shown the ship yet.
I know. Now you folks realize if you like the ship, you have to throw more money because I had everything to do with this ship. Yeah, a bunch of Deca people in chat, and I'm very excited to see them all too. I was told there was a watch party tonight, which is exciting. I hope
that somebody at Deca set it up, so there might be a good number of folks gathered in their little Discord channel watching along.
Oh my God, O'Neill CJ, thank you so much. Jesus, we got to a level 6 hype train, and we've been streaming for like 10 minutes. We haven't even showed you the ship. KDS says this is a gift sub war. Someone starts it and a bunch of people join in. Folks in YouTube chat, you're saying something's about the same. What's about the same over in YouTube chat? Let me know what's messed up and I'll try to fix it. Level 7 now. Dear God. We have a lot of emotes I need to open.
I'm gonna try to up my audio level. That might be what.
Maybe. I already turned you up a little bit, so. Pundus is grabbing his reheated burrito. Good. I want to make sure the Deca party, y'all have like some good snacks there, right? You got some pizza, or what do they eat wherever y'all are? Is it Germany? Is it a strudel party?
The classic European Totino's pizza rolls.
Hell yeah.
Is it better now? Is my audio a little better now?
Oh yeah, you're very loud now. Thank you very much for the follow, Joan Sage. All right, if we stay on the screen, apparently I will just be basking in the glow of all of you lovely people for a long time. And folks on TikTok and YouTube are already seeing the ship, so you know what? Let's just go right to it. Oh, I left that up. Hey, you guys want to announce something real quick while you're here? Because I left the image up.
Sure. Let me. So this is what you're seeing now is the mission reward for playing the new anniversary event. I just realized this morning, essentially, that we hadn't included this in our dev blogs. So playing the mission the first time, you will earn these costumes, the XP outfits.
You
They're
will.
mix
Yeah,
and match. They'll go with other uniforms and stuff, so there's a lot of customization options.
yeah, these are based on the XB outfits from the first the first season of Star Trek Picard. On the artifacts, there are a lot of XB who wore these kind of cool circuit patterned tunics and vests and stuff, and these pants. And so, if you really want to lean into that liberated Borg XB lore with your XB characters, you play the mission and grab these costumes.
And then you color it bright pink. Just the
Mhm.
brightest pink you can.
You can. I think they have full palettes. I
Ooh,
think I've seen some crazy looks on these things. So yeah, enjoy.
that is awesome. I can't wait to see that. We'll have to do a party tomorrow.
Not that anybody here needed more incentive to play a brand new episode in Star Trek Online, but there you go,
Right.
Right? All right. Well, let's dive in, folks. So we're here today to talk about this beauty that you all now see in front of you. This is the Garrett class, and this is the latest Alliance ship. So Thomas, we're going to start with art as usual. Tell me a little bit about the design inspiration for this ship and where it all came from.
So this is the it's another Alliance ship. I'm as always very excited to be expanding out that Alliance ship family with a whole new type of ship. And and we were talking about what we were going to do. We knew we wanted to do another Alliance ship for the anniversary. It's a tradition. People miss them when we don't do them, and they always get scared that we're never going to do one again. So for the 15th anniversary, felt like it was a good call to make sure that we put out another Alliance ship. And so we kind of looked over what we had done in the past. And the original idea is right to chocolate and peanut butter, right? Taking two visual languages from two different starship types, like Klingon and Federation, or Klingon and Romulan, or Romulan and Federation, and mixing them together and seeing what you get. And that mix, like the amount that you do from one to the other, is it's always a very interesting experiment to kind of try to figure out, like, well, is it too Klingon? Is it too Federation? Is it too Romulan? And how do we strike that balance? And so for the very first anniversary ship we did, the Kittimer, we actually leaned really far into the Klingon
Oh yeah.
because we were very much worried that the idea of this, like, this hybrid ship wouldn't come across if we started with a Federation design language. I think we did some early explorations with like a Federation look, but very quickly we landed on, like, well, this needs to be kind of a Klingon footprint to sell the idea that it's a Klingon ship. And then you put a lot of Federation style detailing, you add the saucer, and that's all you need. It's sort of like mixing paint, right? Like a little red paint goes a long way, and the same with like the Federation style language. And so coming back to this ship, we decided, like, okay, well, we already did the initial, we kicked off the design language, and we've done these different explorations between these different mixes of Fed, Klingon, Romulan, Dominion. So let's go back to the beginning of Klingon and Fed, but let's go the other way with it, and let's start with a Federation footprint and make sure that the Alliance has a ship that feels very classic Star Trek, Starfleet as a basis. And so that's so we landed on the Galaxy class to do that. And Hector kind of went from there, and like, how do you keep that Galaxy class silhouette, but then add in these little, like, structures and details to make it feel more Klingon or more Alliance. And the other cool thing
The
about
Klingon engineer kicked in the door and said, "We are putting feathers on it. You do not have a
Right,
choice.
exactly.
I will duel anyone in this room who disagrees with me."
But the cool thing about the Kittimer ships too is that it's sort of becoming its own design language. So we are doing the mixing of the existing design languages, but now we can just sort of lean into everything we've established in the five, 4 or 5 ships up to this point, and pull from that directly, which gets us the material, and it gets us some other elements that are in those other ships. And so it's been really exciting and fulfilling to me to see the whole Kittimer project evolve over the years, and be able to flesh it out like this. So, as far as the art goes, Hector Ortiz designed it. I actually wanted to find if you give me a second, the concept art for it.
Oh yeah, send it to me.
So you can show
You're gonna
that
have to send
off.
it to me because I can't minimize Discord, so don't put it in Discord chat. You're gonna have to, I don't know, Facebook message it to me.
Okay, sure. Um, I think this is. Oh, and the model was done by Keen Sin. Who goes by Pundus in the SDO community. Keen. Um, this is
Pretty sure
one of
Pundus is in the
his.
chat here.
Yeah, he is
Yeah,
in chat. I was gonna say everybody throw applause in the
yeah,
chat for
he
Keen.
works. He worked really hard on this. He did a great job. This is actually the second ship he's modeled for Stowe. Keen also modeled the Nova 1 from Lower Decks. But the Garrett this is the second ship that he sort of modeled from scratch, and it turned out fantastic. I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I think it's like every Alliance ship. There's been a mix of opinion on it, but I think that's what I love about these ships is that there are people who really love them and people who kind of react to them. But I think that tells me that we're doing the right thing, that we're trying new things, we're trying kind of wild ideas, and it's connecting. It's getting a reaction from people as opposed to people just sort of not caring.
Yeah,
So I'm really pleased.
it's really hitting that button of like, what the hell is that? But also, it feels like something that would pop up in Star Trek, and that's always the line you guys are trying to ride.
Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm about to send it to you in
Okay,
Facebook, Mike,
I will
so you
throw
can
it
put it
up
up.
on the screen. So with something like this, where you're concepting it from scratch, and Pundits definitely answer this in chat as well. But and then the modeler is designing it from scratch. What is the process like? With a ship that you have a ton of reference for from the show. Obviously you're throwing images of that up in your modeling program and trying to like base the shapes and stuff on that. What's the process like of modeling something like this for like out of basically just one concept art image?
Well, for Hector, we're really lucky with Hector because he actually does basic 3D models of the concept, and then he paints over them for his final concept art. And so, like the usually when you get a design from Hector, you don't actually just get the one image. You get like a rough model that you can sort of kind of trace on top of, and use that as a foundation for the shapes that you need, and making sure that you're getting the proportions correct. You still have to remodel all that stuff from scratch, but there's the concept art.
Yeah.
Um, it's another great piece by Hector, and you can see how well Keen executed on all of it. So but
I,
but
I
so you
wish we
have
would
that.
just put out a Hector ship concept art book. I know it's not a thing we can or you guys can do, but man, I wish that was possible.
Yeah, it would be cool to do that someday for sure. Um, and so yeah, so you start with that model that Hector does, and then you remodel the things kind of the way that we need to model them to work with our pipeline and our texturing, and then you start to layer all the detail on top of that.
That's really cool. So what are the differences? Now I'm just curious. What's the differences between the kind of basic 3D model that Hector makes and the stuff that you guys need to do for your pipeline? How does the what are the differences that require the remodeling?
A lot of it is, I mean, Hector doesn't have to care about like triangle count or
Hmm.
UVing like texturing. So a lot of it is just rebuilding the ship so that there's a fancy 3D art word called topology.
Yeah.
Um, but that just means sort of the way that the polygons are arranged. And that they need to be arranged and built in a specific way to accommodate our trim sheet textures, which is our ships. There are different texturing methods. There's like baking, like high-low bake. That's a term that 3D artists use. A lot of games use that process to get like you start with a really high detailed model and you build a low detail model, and then you sort of the process called bake where you like smush all the high detail onto a low detail model using like normal maps and AO maps and all sorts of stuff. We don't do it that way. We use trim sheets, which are pre-existing texture sheets that are designed to tile horizontally And they have like the UV space, the sort of the coordinates where we put everything on the model. They're all in the same place for every ship material, and that's how we can do things like vanity shields and material options, is because we use this trim sheet method. But to do that, your model has to be built in a certain way to support that specific UV layout, and so you need to build your model like at a low enough triangle count to work in the engine, and to be easy enough to UV and arrange it in a certain way, and have all the details in the right places. So yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about abstractly, but I actually did a YouTube video about how we build starships a while ago. It's called Trim My Starship. You can search YouTube for it if you want to really drill down into like how all that works.
Very cool. That sounds awesome. So Pundus said there is a part of Hector's model still on this. He said it's the little triangle bit behind the shuttle bay. So I don't know where the shuttle bay is on this, but if you can find it, Jeremy.
There it is.
Oh yeah. So that is an original Hector.
Nice. Awesome.
Just because the mission pod has caused a lot of people to ask this in chat. Thomas, when are we making the Jamestown? Yep, that's all the response we're gonna get, and that's all the response we deserve. I like the nacelle caps, Bussard collectors. That's what they're called. On this, that's a kind of different design. Is that inspired by anything, or is that just cool shapes?
I think it's just cool shapes. I mean, it was something that Hector did it, and I think he was trying to combine the Starfleet and Klingon aesthetic for those nacelles. And so if you turn these nacelles like 90 degrees, they are pretty Klingon in shape, right? Yeah. They're a little like blunted, but so I think that was his attempt of like, okay, we got to make these kind of look Klingon and Federation. And that's sort of where he landed on that.
We must make everything on the ship look like a knife or a feather.
Right.
I will duel anyone in this room who says otherwise. A bunch of follows have been coming in while we're chatting. Thank you all so much, everybody who's following both on Twitch and on YouTube, and hopefully on TikTok as well. I appreciate you all. And if you have the means, throwing a subscription my way. Although we already had a subscription party and it was amazing, so I don't know what more I'm asking for. I don't want to get too greedy. Tom, Pundus in chat, what's your favorite detail on this ship that you want us to show off? Thomas, so somebody in chat asked whether what size this was compared to the Galaxy class. Is it about the same, a little bigger?
It's a little bigger from what I remember. Pundus, I think, said it was like 650 something. So yeah, we wanted it in the same ballpark.
Nice. Oh, sorry, folks, if you had just had to watch an ad while Thomas was answering that question. That's a great way to avoid that. Just for me, if you subscribe to my channel, which you can do for free using your Amazon Prime subscription, you don't have to watch ads. I'm looking to see if Pundus responded on my favorite part of the ship. His favorite part of the ship to show off. The chat is flying. We got a lot of people in here today. Thank you all for being there. I don't see a response from him yet, so thank you very much for the subscription, Nick and the Water Tribe. Yeah.
It's this asymmetric Jabba's Palace.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a very Klingon-inspired thing. It's inspired by the bridge on top of the Kitsinga/D7.
Someone on, I think it was on Reddit, said that that's the captain's ready room.
That's the captain's ready suite.
Pleasure dome, the size of the bridge.
Well, you know what? If this one is captained by a Klingon too, that's the fighting arena.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you want a promotion? See me in my ready room.
In my arena.
Hey Flo, welcome. I love seeing more people who work on the game is flowing in. Oh my god. I didn't do that on purpose, Flo. I'm so sorry.
Pundus did mention, if you scroll up a little bit, he mentioned
his favorite part was the shuttle bay, which we already saw, but let's look at it again, because he got to model it and design the Alliance iconography with Thomas, which is awesome. We also had some questions about the registry
Yeah.
number. I assume this isn't the canon registry number because mostly
No.
Punda said it isn't. This is just you got a ship and named it the Garrett,
This is
right,
my
Jeremy?
birthday.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Nice. Yeah, the canon registry number is CSN 05.
Yeah.
So
And somebody in chat probably, this is correct. It sounds correct that other renditions of this ship would be like 501, 502, 503.
yeah,
normally.
that's kind of my thinking of how that's all set up.
So if
So
you
you're
want a
saying-
canon number for your ship, do something like that.
So you're saying this is the 501st ship? We're getting all kinds of crossovers.
Yeah, I
guess. That's awesome.
Or I guess you could either do it 501. It's since this is the 05, it might be 051, 052. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's something I actually wish I had when I made the I'll admit publicly some regret. I should have made the Kittimer CSN 100, and that way it would this would all be a lot more simple, because then you would have each of these ships would be the 200, 300, 400, 500, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll retcon that someday.
Ramona says actually the Rex flies in trios, so 05 and 06 should also be Rexes, so this should be CSN 07. I'm sorry, guys, you have to retire in shame.
No, I don't agree with that. That's just wrong. So,
well, there you go.
I mean, again, if you were gonna do it with this setup, the other Rexes would be you'd have the 04, and then you would have 041 and 042 as the other, the next Rexes in the line, not 05 and 06.
Yep.
So anyway.
Stu 1701 says too late, can't change. Set it in canon. Eagle Boss already made a model.
I don't know if there's details inside the Bassard collectors.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that I keep saying I love that y'all do that now. That's really just such a fun little touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think my other little favorite features, I have no idea what this is, but this little roll top desk.
Yeah.
That's actually how they launch the shuttles, Jeremy. That just rotates real fast and shoots them out into space.
They just kind of roll down there.
Roll down here and then whoo, like a Hot Wheel. All right.
There's a lot to love about this ship. Honestly, I love the struts too. They're very Klingon shape here.
Yeah. The more I love it, the more. Oh, hey! Thank you for the raid, Eric. Welcome, Raiders.
Yes.
Good to see you all.
Awesome. Hey.
Hello. Everybody
Welcome,
go follow
League of Whimsy.
16-Bit Eric and the League of Whimsy. They do really cool streams and chatting streams and other fun stuff there. And of course, Eric is one of the creators of Shield of Tomorrow and Clear Skies and Clear Skies Perseverance and all of these other amazing Trek streams. He probably does Trek Screams too. I mean, I don't want to judge. That you should definitely go check out and watch. God! But really great to see you all. Thanks for joining. We are looking at the Garrett class, the new anniversary ship from Star Trek Online. And Jeremy doesn't know this, but he was about to show us a bunch of Vanity Shield looks on this ship because we got a request in chat.
Okay.
You can throw up whatever one you want for your favorite, Jeremy. But we throw in some requests, folks, and we'll get them in there.
Well, I know some of the normal requests will be like Section 31.
Mm-hmm. Anything black people want to see.
Yeah, so we'll start with that.
Does it come in black?
Oh God! Oh, that's so good. What?
It does.
Is that 31?
That's Section 31.
Oh, I love the red glow in the front.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really stands out against that.
Yeah,
that's super sick. Really cool, actually.
Normally, I'm like, ho hum, Section 31. Yeah, it's black. That looks cool, guys. That's what I'm like. I'm gonna need a moment. All right, we got some Discovery Vanity Shield requests. I'm gonna try and throw the requests as much as we can.
Here from the Discovery
No, I think there's one that's actually called like Discovery.
Okay, well then it should be. These are alphabetical.
Mark Der Chief says, "Vengeance, go home. We have the Garrett now. I'm not going nowhere." And yeah, they named that ship after me. They didn't know they were doing it, but they did.
Jeremy, if you pop down the filters,
there you go.
could search.
There's the Discovery Vanity Shield. That looks neat.
That's cool.
Yeah. So the red is always there. That's cool.
Refit, in case that's what they were talking about.
Yeah, it's mapped to the This is the genius of trim sheets. So it's just mapped to the impulse engine area, which is usually red on most materials. So
Nice.
that's how that works.
Huh.
Sarcophagus
The
skin.
sarcophagus skin looks great on some ships.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have a request for pink and then green.
All right, here's pink.
Nice. Really makes the detailing on the hull stand out a lot more. That's
Mhm.
cool.
Giving you that neon striping.
Green is a troll request, unless it's
Yes.
the new green Vantage shield.
It's absolutely a troll request. Hey, Thomas,
I don't
we're
know.
on my stream now. We can
Oh,
do whatever we
no.
want.
Here it goes.
Hey, it looks bad.
Are you to the surprise of no one?
Wow, who knew this texture from 15 years ago wouldn't look good on this ship?
I'd like to see the Bozeman. I bet that looks.
Oh,
that
Bozeman
one
probably looks
cool.
great. Yep, a couple requests for Bozeman, and somebody wanted the oh, dang.
Nice.
Oh God, purple and
Ooh, and look
gold.
at
It's
that
kind of a
kind of-
color changing on it. Yeah.
Yeah, the purple I think is from the environment. So
Okay.
so this is it's reflective. So it's getting the purple from the sky file. So if
That
you go
makes
to
sense.
like another map that's not purple, you have a different color there.
You hear
but
how
it
he at
looks
the last
great.
second switched it to another map from a normal map? I heard it, Thomas. I heard it in your voice.
Yes, this map is abnormal.
Uh-huh.
Abnormally
Well,
beautiful.
it kind of is.
Yeah, it is absolutely.
I mean, it's a
love
great-
this map though.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great map. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, we got a lot of Slime Devil requests, so I'm excited to
Mm.
see green and purple, my two favorite colors together. Not often a great choice for starships. Once again, that is a watermelon and not the perfect choice for a starship. But I still love those colors. Idon wants us to put the Alliance Vanity Shield on it, just to see what happens.
That was here.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's not different. What a surprise! All right, KDF Kelvin Divergence. I do want to see that. As that's what I fly on my ships.
Here we are.
Yeah,
That's
baby.
is there a Klingon
Yeah.
and a Fed version of that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Klingon version is the green and red one, and then the Fed version I think is just more plain boring white one saucer tuna cells.
Right.
I'm on my own stream now. I don't have to be nice to you people or the Federation. Your ship design sucks. No, I'm kidding. Emerald
I think
Chain.
this is based on the Kelvin material. Yeah.
Is
That
that
one
Emerald
just said
Chain?
Tholian.
Oh,
It's,
Tholian. Yeah.
It's another crunchy one.
Not a lot of segments on that.
Emerald chain, you said?
Emerald Chain.
Okay.
Yeah, you do have it. Okay. If you want like a
Kind of
dirty look,
darkened- Yep.
dark and dingy. We've got, let's see, what's another request? Hit me up. Okay, Emperors will do, but it's just section 31 with some red stuff. But we'll do it to make you all happy. If Jeremy can find it.
If I can find it. Emperors. There we go.
We also had a request for the Fakiri since you saw that one. Okay, it's actually slightly lighter than the other one. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, and you've got some yellow glows on it.
Mm-hmm.
Safe Galaxy. Someone spent points to redeem that one, but I also got a thing. I've got to say something in a silly voice. Oh, just victory is life. Sure, victory is life. Aegis
So I don't-
R&D.
I don't have any of the newer ones
Okay,
currently. So like Safe Galaxy, I don't have that one in my. Sorry.
no
show
problem.
that
No problem. You guys are right. Marta, you're right. That yellow on the bridge does look great.
I also want to see Fakiri. Let me see if I can find that here.
And well, it's right next to the one you just did.
There it
So
is. Sometimes that wood paneling comes out. No, this is just
not this
scorch
time.
marks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of cool though. Just came out of a fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do platinum, and then we'll go to talking about stats and stuff.
Platinum. I'll find it.
There
There
it
it is.
is. Oh God, that's clean.
Nice.
Oh,
Shiny.
oh my.
So- I have to make a confession, something about myself that I just realized. So I was the one who made the Platinum Vanity Shield, and we wanted to do something cool for the Cryptic 20th anniversary. And like when I was working on it, I knew there was something on the back of my head that I was like referencing with this, and I never like really figured out what it was until just now this second. Um, and it's this obscure cartoon called Ring Raiders from the 90s. Um, where it's like jets. So it was to sell toys, right? And there were like
Yeah.
little rings
I
that
believe you
you would
already
wear.
said 90s cartoon.
Yeah, yeah. And so the jets, like you bought like packs of jets, and they were kind of like micro machines, but they attached to rings so that you could have little like whole squadrons on your hand and like fly them around like this. So it's really hokey, but like in the cartoon, they all had like power rings, kind of like Captain Planet, but except that they were for jets, I guess. And so they would use this catchphrase that was like, the command is in your hand, and then they would like zap their jet and it would turn silver, like the whole jet would turn silver, and then it would be like have superpowers as a jet. And so anyway, so that's where the Platinum Vanity Shield comes from, is from Ring Raiders, the 90s cartoon that literally only me has ever watched.
Well, now everyone on stream
Um,
has seen the toys because I put them up on stream. So
I gotta say, the theme song slaps. Like, this theme song is awesome. So go watch the Ring Raiders theme song on YouTube and have a good time.
I would pull that up, but I think we would get part of the stream muted. So, oh, you're throwing medical up, Jeremy? Are you just reading requests in chat while we're chatting about other things?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
I do mind. I always mind, Jeremy. You're banned forever. No, but actually, so Jeremy, what the hell kind of ship is this?
What do you mean?
Like, what are we
Like,
looking at? What's a command
what,
dreadnought
how it's
cruiser?
built?
What does it do? What's the general role of a command dreadnought cruiser? Thank you very much for the follows that are flowing in. I appreciate it.
So, a dreadnought cruiser is a type of cruiser, as the name implies. It is like one hangar bay. It's a little bit more tactically focused, as you can see, like a 5-3 weapon layout instead of a standard 4-4. I think it comes natively with a weapon power bonus as well, so it's a little more offensively geared of a cruiser. It sacrifices some of its cruiser auras in favor of some of those tactical capabilities. Mainly the hangar, which let me launch because I think these are new.
Oh, the
Oh no, these are
Alliance
the
pets?
existing Alliance fighter
Yeah.
squadrons. So
They're still
if
very
anybody
pretty, though,
doesn't
and I like
already
them.
have them, though, these are them. This isn't.
Yeah, they're
great
sitting on
because they're
top
all
of each other.
piled on top of each other.
Yep.
But
Just about
there
to
we go.
say.
There
There it
we go.
is. I like those ships.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
All right.
when I left, we'd been back to working on getting swarm ships to work. Any updates y'all can share on that?
There is work being done. It's a very
Ooh.
challenging technical problem. So I can't guarantee that we'll ever actually be able to execute on it, but there is more work happening.
Excellent. I'm excited to see it.
And that would be, for clarity, that would be player flyable versions of squadrons, if we can get it to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I have mentioned when I was on official streams, it does sort of work now, just not well enough. All right. So, what's this ship's stats like, Jeremy? What can we expect from flying the Garrett into battle?
It's really tanky. It has a high hull and shields like you would expect from a Federation dreadnought cruiser. A little slower, a little lower turn rate. So it's really built from the perspective of going out there and taking a punch, which is even further enhanced by its kind of theming. It's built around the designer that made this is one of our new Deca systems designers who's been making quite a few of our ships recently. This is one of the first ones that they kind of designed from the ground up with oversight, obviously, and guidance from myself. But this ship is built around the theme community, and by extension from that, kind of like command of a fleet. All the custom powers that it has, its console and trait, are built around the idea of you and your nearby allies getting some sort of benefit, and that benefit is enhanced by how many allies are benefiting. So the more friendly targets you hit with these things when they're activated, the more everybody gets from it. So
So a bunch of
um,
carriers, a bunch of these ships in a row, all activating the power at once with all of their pets launched, would really buff the crap out of everything.
yeah, I think there's some limitations. I think only one. I don't remember which one offhand because again, I didn't make them. Either the console or the trait doesn't benefit hanger pets, if I remember correctly.
One of them I remember does, but from reading the blog. But
yeah, there is some hanger pet synergy, but we didn't want that to be the sole focus. It's really about playing together. Um, yeah, there is some benefit there to playing as a pet build. Again, Mayo, our the ship designer behind this one, he has come to really appreciate pet synergies that can be built up for like hanger pets and summoned pets and things like this. One of the first ships that he helped us create is the Vovan, the recent Tier 6 Obelisk variant. That
Oh.
was that the summer ship? I think it was. And that had the swarmers. So like we made that little passive that has the extra free swarmers. Yeah, so he's been a part of the process for all of those things. He also helped build the Nova One, was another one of his, and he helped us out all over the previous Heritage bundle as well. Yeah, and as he and our other systems designers get more and more comfortable with our existing ship catalog, they're going to be taking more of the reins on future ship builds. I will also say, just for anyone out there that's interested, Mayo he's kind of addicted to feedback and reading like STL builds and watching videos about the meta and non-meta and all that kind of stuff.
So be nice, for the love of God.
Yes.
Don't beat that out of him like you did Jeremy.
That's right. Leave that to me. I'll beat it out of
him. Sorry, I interrupted you with my very important advice.
Yeah, but I don't remember where I was going with it. So it's fine.
No worries. You want to talk about the console and show us off the tooltip?
Yes. All right, so this is it.
And sorry, we had a couple quick questions that I was going to ask before I told you to do that. Thomas, can you confirm this ship doesn't kit bash with other Federation starships?
Right, it's its own thing, just like David S. Pumpkins. I think the it's a weird situation with alliance ships in terms of like, do we let them kit bash Federation ships or not, or other ships? And in the past we haven't. The Rex didn't, the Kittimer didn't. So I think they're still going to continue to be their own thing
until we release variants of each of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that could happen.
Hey, for the 25th anniversary, you heard it here first. Legendary bundle of all the alliance ships with new variants for each.
Yeah.
This ship does not have saucer separation. I have seen that question.
Yep.
If you look closely, it doesn't really have a distinct separate saucer. No neck, really. It's just got this little bit of a hump.
Yeah.
So there's no real way to
separate it.
Separate anyway.
Does it have an anti-proton lance? Was something that just came up.
No, it does not.
Follow Kirkin. Okay. So what does the console do?
So the console is the coordinated engagement solution. It has a passive that works with your owned pets, giving them firing cycle haste, which is really nice. Pay no attention to the duration. It is a passive. It refreshes. Again, like I said, when you activate this, a big buff goes off for you and your allies in the area, and that buff scales with however many allies you have affected with it. That buff includes bonus damage up to 50% if you've got enough allies in the area. That's huge. For 30 seconds, 50% damage bonus. Use this well, and you will see performance increases. It also increases damage resistance, as well as drain and control expertise. There's also an additional effect that affects AI pets nearby to make them focus on whatever target you have when you activate this. So even though it's a kind of a self and team buff, if you have a foe targeted when you activate it, then all the nearby allies, NPCs, will change their focus to that, as if that target taunted, essentially.
But if anyone's wondering in Twitch chat about that beautiful emote Fragrance just showed off, that is, of course, the exclusive Exploding Oberth emote that you can get by subscribing to my channel. Sorry, please continue.
I see questions of do multiple versions of this buff stack. I don't think so. I remember having that conversation with Maya, but it's been a while now. The ship has been completed internally for some time. So I don't remember, but I think it does not. Multiple activations will refresh the duration if they're better than the initial activation. So like if the first time around you only hit 2 allies with it, and then somebody else comes along and hits 3 allies with it, it should override the first one. But I don't think that they'll stack.
Somebody was asking, since it says owned pets instead of hanger pets, does that mean saucer step style pets get the buff too?
It should, yeah. That's the intent.
Cool.
Yeah.
Someone was defending the Oberth in chat, so I'll just play the sound real quick. I can't hear it, so I don't know if it played. Anyway.
Frisbee with a canoe? Is that the soundbite?
Yeah, it's exactly that soundbite. It's me shouting about a frisbee in a canoe. Narikosov, your chance for a 5-3 sovereign just jumped. Listen, why stop there? Why not a 6-6-2 sovereign? Why not a 7-1 sovereign? Why not a 10-0 sovereign? I mean, the sky's the limit.
Well, I'll give you a technical reason. It isn't insurmountable, but this window doesn't scale beyond 5. Try to put 6 forward weapons, you just fill out the sides of the frame.
Were either of you around the day that Jet made the cannon accurate scimitar?
Yeah,
That
like
was
42 forward beam array.
Yeah, I don't think I saw that, but it is legendary.
It was wonderful. just constantly firing with no stops. Atreya says 0-8 cowards. Yeah, no, I want that. I've been advocating for a back weapon only ship for the longest time, just for how it would make everybody's head explode.
Without giving anything away, I will say that the systems team, ship design team, has been talking about things like ships that focus on mines or ships that focus on broadsiding. So you might see some of those concepts in the not too distant future.
I would love to see.
We'll do it well enough that you'll actually want those ships, because mines have been like, kind of an also there.
Yeah.
But let's see what we can do about it.
Have to really rework some mines. I would love to see a Fakiri ship that focuses on broadsides, just like slowly turn this giant, basically sailing ship up and fire the cannons. That would be wonderful. Astral.
They resemble a tall ship.
Yeah, oh, that'd be so good. Thomas would name his the Hold Fast and just sail it forever. All right, so what about the tier 6 trait that comes with this ship?
Yes. Also pet focused. Let me actually pull it up in the traits window. There's a better description here.
Nice.
Together we stand. So once every 60 seconds, so it has an internal cooldown. When you activate a captain ability or a specialist bridge officer ability, you get another AoE buff that scales with the number of friendlies that you hit. So while the console focuses a lot on offensive output, this trait focuses on survivability. So you get a buff to maximum hit points and maximum shield capacity that scales pretty aggressively, up to 35% bonus to each of those for 30 seconds when you activate this. So 50% uptime max. But you want to make sure that that you're in the range of as many allies as you can at the time that you activate a captain or specialist bridge officer, and reap the benefits. 35%. I mean, if you look at the stats that I have on this ship right now, I got like 100,000, 110,000 hull. So 35% would be pretty significant. I don't do.
Jeremy gave up on the math halfway through that sentence.
Well, if it was 100K flat, then it would be 35K bonus. Additional,
but the
right?
10 just makes it complicated. Man.
Yeah.
Like, Mara, let me know if I should get that so that I can die less. I don't know if that works with my fly directly into the enemies, fire everything, and then explode play style.
There's a little bit of coordination if you want to get the most out of this. You want to make sure that you're only activating these abilities when you're near allies, or just adopting a play style that makes it so that you are near allies at all time, both for this and the console. Which can be a little tough to coordinate with randoms and TFOs, but good luck.
Yeah, you can do it. I believe in you all. So Jeremy, do you want to pop this thing over to like Argala and show us off how some of this looks and plays?
Sure. Yeah, I will forewarn everybody that the character I'm using on one of our internal test shards is a very old container, so it's not like a meta build by any means. But I did equip it with some stuff.
Thorn, you don't need to start a chant. I already asked him. Mara Morgan said, I don't have allies so much, so it won't be that useful for me, which is a very nice way of saying I don't have any friends.
I'll launch the hanger pets, which will be the only thing that will count for allies here. So we won't see like the cap of performance on these things, but we'll see it.
Fragrance turned off channel redemptions during the interview so that I don't have to keep doing the Victory of Sompek dance over and over while y'all are talking. I enjoy it, but you know, that's fine. It's one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. I was about to say, should I hide this? Will the loading screen give away any huge announcements? But
no, the worst it would do is show the loading screen that everyone will see tomorrow.
Yeah, it's really funny because I mentioned in chat a couple of days ago that nobody quite understands the implications of Hugh showing up, and then chat made a bunch of guesses and did not actually correctly guess at all what the implications of Hugh showing up are. So I'm interested to see if that happens tomorrow, if people finally figure it out. We'll see.
Yeah,
I'm not going to spoil it for y'all.
Yeah, I mean, it's something to some degree that we don't really hold your hand on it.
Yeah, you just gonna have to figure it out. Because we're never making an official announcement. You're never making an official announcement on it. The implication is that he's back and still sexy. Yes, that is correct, Juwola. All right, so what are we looking at right now, Jeremy? What you doing?
I'm just shooting stuff right now. I was
Okay.
waiting for you to finish talking before I activated anything.
Oh, sweet. Activate something.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Number 1, activated ability.
Here goes the console ability.
Ooh,
Yep.
shiny.
Cool. Activation effect, show the area that you're benefiting from allies, and this little targeting thing to show that what the nearby AI will be targeting.
Very cool. Now, there's an
And
ad
notice that
coming
did
up in
work.
about
The
5
Spinton
minutes.
targeted that guy. So it
Oh, yeah.
does actually function. That was actually really tricky to make work.
I
so,
am sure. Force NPC to target enemy is a hard thing to program, I'd imagine.
And I will go ahead and admit, like, people might see hanger pets not always behaving, following that behavior, but that's just part of how AI's hanger pets work. They constantly refresh, trying to find their what their owner wants them to be fighting and stuff. I
Yeah.
think we even called out on here that it won't affect allied hanger pets. Yeah, it doesn't affect other players' pets. Yeah.
Just yours.
Yep.
Nice. Brosif, you are correct that the character of Icheb deserves happiness, but the actor does not, so. Do the targeted
you may be
enemy
able to-
taunt your allies to make it work? Is that Master Chief's asking a technical question? Is the way that works? The targeted enemy taunts all your allies, or is there something
I
else
think
going on under the hood?
there's two things going on there. One is that, but also I believe we also just send out an AI command that says set your target to this.
Nice.
Just to catch all different use cases. What am I doing? I'm out of area. Let me get back to where I need to be.
Bill Shatner coming when? First of all, you've asked a question in the form of when, which means I get to mock you. KD, what does that stand for? Your careful kill death ratio in games where that matters? Astrolionium has a theory in chat. Also, thank you for chatting for the first time. Welcome. All right, so should we see? You
I
showed
want
off
to mention like about the episode tomorrow. Like there is some big stuff.
Yeah.
I think people will be pleasantly surprised with some of the reveals that happen, but there's no way in heck that I'm going to spoil any of that. Right
Is the
today.
thing that Ian and Weston were so worried about happening tomorrow? That cut thing that happens at a cutscene that Ian was always worried about?
Mike, that's a really good question.
Okay, good. So yes,
It's a real good question.
I'm not going to give any more details. I'm just curious.
Ian did work for the episode, and Weston made some awesome cutscenes.
Hell yeah.
Chances are.
Yep. Y'all are going to be happy.
It's rad as hell though. I will say it's can we curse? I don't know.
You can curse.
Okay, it's fucking awesome. It's so good. It's so good. I can't wait for people to see it.
Angel Red wants to know if this has a cloak. Oh, thank you for the raid,
right
gaming
now.
veteran. Sorry. Thanks for joining us. Welcome, everybody. We're talking about the Garrett class of Star Trek Online with what are your titles now? I was about to say senior systems designer, or lead systems designer, but you're like more powerful than that now, right?
I am more powerful. I've grown. I'm lead designer for Star Trek Online.
All right, hell yeah, dude. Long time coming. Lead designer Jeremy Randall, and art director, I assume, still.
Yeah, still
Thomas
just
Brody.
art director for me.
All right. I mean, yes. Oh no, you still only reached the highest point in your discipline. Oh, thank you for the follow, gaming veteran. All right. Did we see the trait somewhere in there? I know it sort of goes off automatically.
You probably saw it. I
Okay.
wasn't paying attention to when it was activating, unfortunately, but
No worries.
probably saw it go off.
Yeah. Duola says, from stoked podcaster to lead designer. Yeah, I need to make a documentary on your ass, too.
Yeah, seriously.
It definitely went off because I'm benefiting from it right now. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I got some
Very cool.
increased hull
Hell
and
yeah.
shields.
All right. Chat, the floor is now going to be yours. We're going to ask any questions you got about the ship. Any other reasonable questions you've got. Remember, they should be about art or design. If the question is about when something upcoming that you would like is coming, remember that we won't answer it. If the question is asked in the way blank when, I will mock you. And I like KDS, so I gave him a nice gentle mocking. Others of you may not be so lucky. So think about that. And of course, the number one rule of the internet: don't be a dick. Also, you have 20 seconds to subscribe before the ad starts. So give me your money, all that you got. All right.
I do want to mention, if people haven't already seen, that today, this morning, an announcement went out. DECA has finally been cleared to talk about their role in the game. This was,
Yes.
there's a bunch of behind-the-scenes contract stuff with their IP holder that had to happen. So
I'm so excited that hurdle finally got cleared, and I'm very excited for everybody to get to finally talk to the counselor. She's going to be amazing.
And I know that there's a stream planned. I don't know exactly the date, or I don't think that we've announced it either, but our new community manager is going to be putting together a live stream to introduce some of the DECA leadership that's on the project. And I think over time, we'll probably be trying to get anyone that's willing on the DECA team that's comfortable talking directly to the community will probably end up on live streams in the future.
It's going to be exciting. And I will still be trying to get y'all on my streams as often as possible, too. So, Flo, if you're listening still, I want to get you on to talk about story once we get to, the anniversary out and stuff. The counselor says it will be coming soon. Soon.
I do want to take an opportunity while we're waiting for questions to come in, like regarding tomorrow's episode. The whole script was written as an effort, but led by Flo, the narrative designer for STO. It is a carryover of a script that was already, not a script, but a story that was already kind of pitched and pre-written by Paul and Al before they departed from Cryptic. So there's a lot of inherited storylines, but
it was a concept of a plan.
12% of a plan.
What Flo had, right,
that was what I was
going
to get at. That the execution is all Flo, and also Richard, who is on the DECA side, as I think his title is design director.
So you guys will be meeting somewhere in between Los Gatos and Europe and dueling at some point.
We work together well. Richard also works on Neverwinter, so he's been working with a lot of their narrative stuff as well.
He's great. One of my favorite people from DECA to work with when we started the thing. Oh, apparently Richard is the creative director, not the design director. So
yeah, that makes
hi,
sense.
Flo. Flo, for those of you who don't know, was on Star Trek Infinite before us. Is that right, Thomas?
That's right.
Yeah,
right.
which is, so she did some brilliant Star Trek work there, and now STO is lucky to have her.
Mayo, the ship designer, is also on Infinite prior.
Oh, nice.
We've gotten like
and there are at least
Adria,
two
concept artist also was.
Yeah, two artists that they hired from Infinite, Adria and there's a new guy, I forgot his name, he just started, who also worked on Infinite as a ship artist. So so we're excited to have Infinite people come join STO. Infinite was a great looking game. It was really cool, and there was a lot of great story events and stuff. I'm excited.
Wait, the team could be that big now? Infinite people?
Wouldn't that be nice?
Pretty decent size though. Like under Deca, I think the headcount is currently about the same as it was
That's great.
before this whole transition started for Cryptic. Obviously, there's a lot of new folks, new to the engine, new to MMOs, some of them. So learning is happening all across the team. But everybody's been really enthusiastic about making sure that the new crop of Deca engineers and Deca designers and everybody is able to get as close as they can, as soon as they can, to holding up what Cryptic was doing with the game in the past.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. So you didn't miss anything, Looney Welsh, about that. But the best way to avoid those ads, subscribe to the channel. So okay, we got some questions to throw at y'all. Mystic Tree wants to know how long did it take from brainstorming the ship to release for the ship tomorrow? About how long of a process is that?
You mean just the design side of it, or the whole
yes,
thing?
Both of them, both things.
All right, let me answer the design side first. As I mentioned, the ship has already been completed. We actually wrapped up the design and implementation prior to the holidays, if I remember correctly, for the most part. There's always some trailing stuff that either we forgot or just needs to wait for later. But anyway, the design process on these, broadly for a ship, I would estimate it that it's about 30 days of design plus effects plus UI work. Like from the point where the ship art is finished and design takes the ball and starts generating the rest of the functionality, it's about a 30 days worth of man hours at that point. So that's after I can't even fathom how many concept and modeling hours go into it. Can you speak to that a bit, Thomas?
Yeah. The concept usually takes about 15, 20 days, 3 or 4 weeks for a ship like this, and in modeling can take anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, depending on the complicated, like how hard it is to model, how complicated it is. Other issues, if there's customization or not, can add time, and then just like, getting used to it. Doing, we just talked about, there are a lot of people at Deca who are doing a lot of this stuff for the first time, so it's just gonna take them longer to do these things. So,
yeah. The same is true on design as well.
Yeah,
I won't fault them for fault our designers. Like it's going to take Mayo longer to make a ship than it would take me until he's more used to all of this.
You've done
that's
it
just
before.
the way that it goes. That's how we actually have 2 ship designers in the systems team right now. The other one is named Phil, and he did the Ariore and the Mayo also did the Ilios. I just remembered that. Ariore and one other were Phil's big ones. Sorry, I can't remember what it was. But both of them have also basically taken the wheels on the design for the upcoming bundle that everybody knows is coming, but we haven't announced its details yet. Post-anniversary bundle. They're the again with oversight from me, but they've done most of the design groundwork themselves, pitching ideas that get refined and tuned by myself, and then they do all the implementation work now.
That's awesome. Your children are growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I want to briefly address something. I missed who said it, but somebody in chat said something along the lines of, Flo, if you hurt Kumarke, you will pay. And I know they were kidding because I know the person and they were lovely, but I was Juwola. But I just want to just call this out. Don't do that. So people who are working on video games, especially games with a hugely passionate fan base like Star Trek Online, there's a lot of stuff coming their way every day, all the time. And as Deca starts to talk with you more, the floodgates are going to open the other way too. I love you guys. Be very, very careful how you phrase things, even when you're kidding. Somebody who wakes up in the morning like I used to and has to go through thousands of messages, and even if they're jokes, if they look like death threats or sound like I wish you were fired, that's hard. So be nice. Be nice.
Yeah, a lot of that just doesn't survive translation.
Yep.
Right, when you put things in text. Like, well, I meant it as a joke, and it's like, well, you said that you hope a vulture eats my babies. Like, what? I don't.
Now, Charas are just like 3 comments later said, "Hurt Kumarke and I will eat the world heart and then explode." That perfect. That's great. That's fine. Let's see. Kurgan, thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you love the game. Scorpion Design says on the concept art side we have 4 people, including himself, just for that. Tefrendevez wants to know what's something you've always wanted to implement but couldn't for technical reasons. We'll start with Thomas.
Oh man, I always wanted to do more with ship interiors. It's something I know it's a popular thing that players always ask about. Unfortunately, there's always a trade-off when you give people the opportunity to customize something. That actually means that sort of takes away the ability to use that thing in certain ways, unless you really plan for that from the very, very beginning. And ship interiors were actually added. My understanding, I wasn't on the team at the time. This happened kind of pre-launch, but they were added because the environment artists had extra time before launch,
Oh no.
and they were done with all the missions and stuff. And so they were like, well, we'll just make a bunch of bridges, and
The hallways and
that'll
stuff for the interiors.
yeah, and that'll be a cool extra feature that we get in. But there
Mhm.
was no, like, it wasn't approached to like, okay, how do we make this scalable? How do we think about how the utility of this? It was just like, we can squeeze this in, let's squeeze it in, which
Yeah.
that happens. Like, and it comes from a good place, right?
Yeah.
Let's
There was
make the
another
game
push.
bigger.
There
Yeah,
was another push for interiors right about the time that you and I joined as well, like when the game was transitioning into free to play.
right.
Because they were like, well, we don't know what we're selling. We don't know how to make money on a free to play game. So let's
Yeah.
just make a bunch of different types of things and see what
Right.
works.
And we
bridges were
discovered
one
that
of those
nobody
experiments.
buys bridges. Even
Yeah.
lovingly crafted recreations of the TNG entire interior of the ship.
Defiant interior as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's funny to me because like people complain about how much we sold the TNG interior for $25,
Yep.
and people are like, what? Why would we buy this? There's nothing to do there, and the
Why would we make this? There's nothing to
Right.
do there.
right, and the and it's funny because like people will pay $30 for a ship. The art cost for us to make a ship, and I'll just be frank here, is so much lower than it is for us to make an interior by
Especially if you can customize that interior in any way.
yeah, like by a factor of like 3. It
Mhm.
takes let's say it takes 4 weeks to make for a senior ship artist to make a ship. It takes 4 weeks to make an environment like the TNG interior. That took like 2 or 3 people like 12 weeks.
Yeah.
So like the the scale there, it just doesn't make sense for us to lean into that if people aren't willing to pay to access those things, because it's an incredibly dense investment of time and effort to create more ship interiors. And if people, if it's not worth $25 for you to buy it, then it's certainly not worth 36 weeks for us to make it.
Yep.
Right.
And that's just how it goes.
is. A bunch of folks in chat are saying, but I bought them. Yes, and thank you very much for doing that. As we've discovered, and as I learned during my community manager journey on STO, there is sometimes a big gulf between what we see in these streams or on social media or on Reddit and what the large number of the player base wants and will do. So like you guys all want bridges and you guys will all pay for them, but there's another couple thousand
It's
people
very-
who will buy ships but not bridges.
It's very common with free-to-play games, especially ones that are on consoles, to have a silent majority of players who never come to community outreach of any kind and just play the game however they want to play the game. Yeah,
But you have to look at data
there's-
instead of just looking at social media and
exactly.
stuff.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And it's
go ahead. Sorry.
It's a sad reality that return on investment has to drive so many of our decisions with the game, but we do have to keep the lights on and keep everybody's paychecks paid as we continue to go forward. So, but we do listen. We do try to do the things that you actually tell us that you want. But if you tell us you want thing X and then we release thing X and it makes $2, we're not going to do thing X again.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much some of you say that you want it.
Yep.
That's just the truth of things.
It's unfortunate. And speaking of paying the bills, you can click on the link that just popped up in chat and sign up for Zenless Zone Zero, which is an excellent game on all kinds of platforms. And by you signing up for the game, you help support this stream. Just saying. And also, there's an ad about to start. So if y'all want to skip that. Subscribe. Okay, so this question was asked, is it possible? But I know it's possible, so I'm going to phrase it in a different way. Thomas, KDS wants to know, were you to design a Khitomer Alliance ship that was a combination of Lucari and Federation design languages, how do you think you would approach that?
That's an interesting question because the Lucari ship design is basically a flying saucer, and
That's true.
Starfleet ships already have saucers.
Yeah.
So I
We just
think,
slap some nacelles on it and call it good.
yeah, I think it would end up looking like the old like Jupiter 7 from Lost in Space or something.
So there's the saucer. There's also the Dorito,
Yep.
and then there's the boomerang.
But if you put the Dorito on nacelles, you've just got that one ship from Voyager, the 3-in-1 ship.
Dauntless.
Yeah.
No, the Prometheus. Yeah. Which we already have.
Thorn Productions.
Hey,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to give you a No, never mind. I was gonna give you a stream exclusive, but I don't think that's ready to share.
Give
with
it to me,
folks.
Thomas.
But I'll think
Thomas,
of another stream exclusive.
Thomas, give it to me, Thomas. Thomas.
I just realized that I think
Thomas.
earlier when
Let me say this. Okay, I'll get
Give it to me, Thomas.
you mentioned the Dauntless. You mentioned the Dauntless, and I remember that people complained that that Dauntless never got a remaster. Those complaints did not go unheard, but it might be a while.
Okay.
So just there you go.
That's great.
I mean, you've got a whole backlog that you're trying to help the ship artists work through, right?
Yeah. We've got a lot of ships to redesign, remaster. Scorpion Design in the chat. Their name is Jamie Armstrong. They've been kind of doing a lot of that work. Jamie did fantastic work on the Hope and the Horizon. And there's another. Let's see. Oh, there's some cool things Jamie's been working on lately that are related to the 15th anniversary bundle. I'm very excited for people to see. But yeah. So there you go. You got your little exclusive
Neojet
there.
Angel over on YouTube says, replace the nacelles with more saucers. And now I'm imagining the circular Lucari ship with two of the crescents coming out the back. That would actually be kind of a cool ship.
It might be neat to someday try to do a larger Lucari ship. Like if they were to generate a big, like a dreadnought cruiser or something, instead of just doing the scout ships that they have so far.
Yeah.
I'm curious what that might end up looking like.
Well, the mothership from Independence Day, or the mothership from Stargate, or the mothership from...
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to look for more questions. More TMP skins is not a question, but it is something that Thomas always likes hearing.
Well, I just say that they should stay tuned for the 15th anniversary bundle then.
Ooh, there you go, folks. There's the teaser you were asking for.
Please.
All right, I am trying to scroll up to your questions.
I saw one earlier. You asked earlier about the cloaking device, and I don't think I got to finish answering.
Yeah, sorry.
So this ship should have a cloaking device. We only kind of noticed that it didn't today. So we will add it in a patch post-release. It'll just be a standard non-combat cloak. Looking up the details of all the previous Alliance ships, it looks like it's a precedent that we set for ourselves that they all have cloaking devices. So we'll keep that precedent going forward. But tomorrow, if you get this ship, if you buy out the event tomorrow, you won't have one. We'll add it later.
Add it in later. Cool.
Yep.
That's awesome of you. Let's see. I did see a question go by that I wanted to answer. Looney Welsh wants to know if there's any forward progress on remastering the old cut missions. I know the answer is no, but I'll throw it your way anyway, Jeremy.
The answer is no.
Yeah.
It has come up in conversation. You have to remember that the content designers are 100% Deca because all the cryptic content designers have moved on to other opportunities. And they're all still learning the engine. They're all still learning how to execute on contents in Stowe's ways. So it's very much still a learning process. They are not up to full capacity, but they're coming along. You're gonna love tomorrow's episode, for example. But some people might have noticed we don't have a new TFO with tomorrow's event. We're going to just run the new episode and some old TFOs that already exist. So we're going to try to continue to increase our content output in the future, but we're focusing really on making new stories for the time being, or finishing up the current storyline at the bare minimum.
Yeah.
What we do after that point is fair game at this point.
A few of us.
But it did come up. Like I brought it up to Richard in a conversation just the other day, like the whole Ultimate Klingon story arc.
Yeah.
Just a reminder that it exists.
Well, and there's we have VO with like Leonard Nimoy, original VO we recorded for Star Trek Online. We need to get that back in the game. So it's definitely something I'm on board for.
Just so you know, Jeremy, the blog announcing the anniversary does list a TFO, but I think Royal Flush already came out. Is it just listed?
Yeah, Royal Flush was I think released in September.
Okay, that was the one that came out in September. Okay, so it's just announcing it anyway. Cool.
Well, there's going to be TFOs in the event. It's just no new ones.
Yeah. Thorn, just to address this myself, even though I no longer work on the game. Thorn, players created bridges is something that would be a massive technical undertaking to put in, and the Foundry was literally ripped out. So like that's not something that they can just turn the Foundry back on to let you guys make your own bridges. Would be cool, but not likely.
Well, and again, like even the conversation around like, is that a feasibility? You have to remember that all the engineers are brand new too. They're still learning the spaghetti code from a 20-year-old engine, and trying to figure out how all the innards work.
Let's see. Neos, that was answered earlier in the stream, but yes, this is the Garrett is a Galaxy class ship with some Klingon stylings. In terms of the combination too.
It's not visually, but it's not technically a Galaxy. Like I don't want to make people think that it can be mixed and matched or
sorry
anything.
About that. You are correct.
No kit bashing.
Let's see. I'm looking for more questions, guys. These are not okay. Sir Boulevard wants to know if there's been any discussion on cloaks in general. Some of you are watching an ad right now, and you should have subscribed. Making non-combat cloaks more mechanically interesting were his phrasing. I actually like my non-combat cloak.
I don't know that that's something that we need. There are combat cloaks, and the difference between the two is a factor that is considered in ship balancing. Realistically, if this ship, first of all, okay, it's my bad that I didn't notice that Alliance ships have cloaks. That's aside. So if we started designing this ship and decided we wanted to give it a combat cloak, that probably would have translated to slightly lower hull and shield stats. That's kind of our internal design metric for those sorts of things. It's not just upgrade it because we want to upgrade it. So it's all a give and take. Everything that we want to put on a new starship or try something different each time we go around, it's always a factor in trying to keep things balanced. But that's such a difficult word to actually describe what it all means. Doesn't mean that this ship is exactly as performant as that ship. It more means that both are valid choices in how you play, and hopefully that means like ship A flies in a different way than ship B and gives you different options for you to pursue.
Cool.
So I think that non-combat cloaks have a place in that. They're mostly flavor, I'll give it that. But like even with a non-combat cloak, you can still get your ambush bonus once per encounter. If you're doing content that allows you to leave combat, you can still get that little bonus for dropping out a cloak.
The ambush bonus is once per encounter?
If it's a non-combat cloak?
I've been recloaking myself unnecessarily. Oops.
No, if you have a combat cloak, you can get the ambush bonus every time you come out of it. So yeah, use it as much as you can.
Kenzen wanted to know, I think we said this earlier, but I have forgotten. What's the specialization on this ship?
Oh, I didn't mention that. Let me take a look at the seats here for you.
That's a great idea.
It is a command primary with a
could you scoot that window slightly to the right? Your face is in front of one of the stations. There we go. Thank you.
There you go. So engineering command, and a secondary is a universal temp op, lieutenant commander, as your spec seats. Let's see if there's anything else that I need to show. the status of the ship. 5.3 weapon layout. 5.3.4. 5. This should be 5.2.4. That was fixed. I didn't update mine. Red shirt
it.
hasn't been updated with this. Or maybe it's 5.3. Sorry, I don't remember offhand. That this is too many consoles, and we already fixed that. It's just not at this. Yeah.
All right.
Hull and shield modifiers are like, I think the hull is 1.45. It's pretty high, all things considered. I don't have the rest of the stats in front of me though, but they're
But you know
published.
what? I do.
Yeah.
Oh no, or did I close it? I thought I had it open. I did close it. Never mind. When I opened it to look on the look whether that TFO had been announced. Let's see. All right. Hey, Robbie. Welcome. I think Fragrance deleted that immediately, but good to see you. Let's
Do you
see.
think the system seems PO box so I can add them to my Christmas list?
Yeah, hull modifier is 1.45, shield modifier is 1.25.
And the turn rate?
The turn rate is
Probably like an
your
7 or 8.
mama. It is 7.
Yeah.
So there you go.
So a little chunky.
Yeah.
But especially the starship trait could be really good for survivability / tank builds. And the ship itself is a pretty tanky mofo.
Cheops, I have it on good authority that the systems team wants you to send presents to subscribe to my channel. Don't do that. Don't do that. I just had to. All right. Well, we're seeing a lot of love for this ship in chat, folks. I know y'all have to get back to work, and we have been going for an hour and a half. But quickly, and I didn't talk to you about this beforehand, so no was an acceptable answer. But is there anything that you want to tease coming up that you think the players will be excited about? You want to drop any super vague hints for the bundle, Thomas?
Let's see. I think there is a I think the TMP. Some people called it Heritage Bundle 2.0. That's not really what it is. I think there are going to be a couple ships that sort of surprise people. But hopefully it's a good surprise that they weren't really expecting us to go with. But no, I'm really excited about this. We've been working hard on the ships, and we've been working hard on some other things to come out that'll come out with it. I think people will get a kick out of. I guess I will say that there are. So the TMP is the big theme of the bundle, that era of ship. But we're making sure that every ship has access to a stow era, like a TNG through stow era alternative.
Oh, nice.
So if you're not like in now, this does not mean every ship will get like 2 skins. It means that if there's a ship that already is part of an existing ship family that has like a stow era skin or a TNG era skin, it will have access to that stuff. So you're gonna see a couple ships that are like brand new, like on their, actually I think it's only one ship that's its own new, what we call a skeleton or family, and then the other 3 ships will be on variants of existing ships, and so they'll have access to stow era stuff, and if they don't, they'll get a new skin to kind of fill in that thing. So if you're not into the retro stuff, if you prefer to play something era appropriate, there will be something for you that you can use instead of the TMP era skin. So I think that, but again, it's not, every ship in the bundle won't have 2 new skins, but you will definitely get access to, we make sure that you have access to something that fulfills that fantasy if you're not into the TMP as an era.
That's awesome. Jeremy, anything you want to tease?
This isn't even just a tease. I'll just go ahead and announce it.
Oh, cool.
All of the ships will be pre-equipped with pulse phasers from the TMP era.
Nice.
And so those were previously in a lockbox, but I did want to mention that they're getting new visual revamp. This is led up by a request from Thomas, and Chris Menard, our effects artist, went through and refresh them, because we never really were 100% happy with the first pass of how those pulse phasers looked. So they'll be updated alongside this bundle.
Very,
Yeah,
very cool.
they'll look a lot more like they looked in The Wrath of Khan. So
Yeah.
I don't know about the audio yet. We were hoping to get better audio. I don't know if we'll have time for that. So we can't
Mhm.
promise that, but definitely like the art is done. It looks great. It feels much more faithful to the movie. And for every the big change we made was now the beams look more like cannons.
Yeah. I think
Which
actually
is
function like cannons. They might actually be
yeah,
projectiles now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
So that it's more like the Kelvin phasers, the Vadwar phasers, where even the beams have bolts, that feel like they look like the movie, which is always what we're trying to do. So this is something that's bothered me for a very long time as
I
a
remember.
TNT era aficionado, and I'm glad that this bundle has given us an excuse to clean that up for everybody.
Awesome.
To clarify, I saw a question from Becky something. Sorry, I didn't catch the username.
Midnight.
The ones that are pre-equipped on the ships will not be upgradable, but the visual updates that we're doing will affect all existing copies and the ones from the previous lockbox of the pulse phaser weapons.
Nice. All right. Well, Thomas, Jeremy, it is really good to see you, my friends. It has been really, really great having you on the stream. I really appreciate you stopping by. I really appreciate all of you at home stopping by as well. All of the subscriptions and follows that we got today are amazing. We are not going to stop. We're going to keep playing STO for another couple hours, but I am going to let these two gentlemen get back to their day jobs or whatever.
The Jeremine's call.
Yeah. But please do. Fragrance is putting this in chat, but Jeremy, if people want to find you on these wide internets, where should they go?
Best place is Blue Sky right now to reach out. I won't guarantee they'll respond to everything, but that is currently the best chance of getting a hold of me. I do also scroll
And what is your
through
name on
the
Blue
SPO.
Sky, Jeremy?
Oh, it's Bordicus Cryptic.
Yep.
All one word. I think I got that right.
Yep. You do occasionally
I
scroll
also
through.
sometimes pop up on SEO subreddit and SEO builds I read, but don't really comment. But yeah, Blue Sky's the best way to get a hold of me. I used to also be on Twitter, but I've decided
anymore.
that's no longer going to be a thing.
Yep. I abandoned that as
Yeah.
well. All right. Thomas, how about you?
Likewise, just Thomas the Cat on Blue Sky. And I think it's like Thomas the Cat at bluesky.com or whatever the full
.bluesky.social. But if you just search for Thomas the Cat or Bordicus Cryptic, they pop up.
Yep, awesome. Yep. So
Awesome.
that's where I'm at.
And if you pop over and follow, I know I've been retweeting a bunch of Deca folks that have been popping up on and announcing themselves as Deca STO folks on Blue Sky. So if you want to see others, I've been retweeting those. So go check my feed. You'll see folks like Pundus and Jamie and Flo on there and others.
Very, very cool. All right. Sorry, some right-wing idiot came into my channel and decided to post right-wing talking points about Blue Sky and is now banned. Enjoy, never coming back. Same with the person who commented on that post and said facts. Don't be dumb on my stream, folks. Don't be dumb. That's all we need. All right. So, we are going to take a very short break. And during that break, we are going to, as usual, we are going to play a League of Swords episode. That is my sword fighting meets pro wrestling TV show. So that'll be... Thanks. Thomas has been to a couple episodes, and it actually was the official cameraman at one. So I really appreciate it. Stick around. We're going to keep playing Star Trek Online. If you have questions that I can't answer, I will continue to answer them. But we will see you all in just a few minutes. Bye-bye, folks.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Previously on The League of Swords.
Beings, warriors, and gods of Los Angeles, my name is Thyra Relith, and I am the leader of the Monks of Way, the hosts and arbiters of the Grand Tournament. I apologize deeply that I cannot be there with you tonight, but I'm afraid that pressing business calls me away.
Quiet! Ain't the boy. So you're the saint of swords, right? Well, a bit of a big mother, I know what you say. Now, I don't know about the rest of these fools, but I figure you and I got the best chance of taking them all out, right? So, you know, in the end of it, we'll have to kill one of each other, but, you know, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. So what do you think? For now, partner. Thank you. No one says no to Mad Jack McCaslin! We'll settle this tonight, you and I.
Millions of years ago, the monks of the Way saved the universe. They did it by creating the greatest tournament of strength and steel the world has ever known. Welcome to the League of Swords.
Gotta dig deep, gotta feel the desire. Take a look inside and find what fuels the fire. Do I fight to live or do I live to fight? I wrestle with the beast inside me every night. It's the League of Swords, a battle for the crown evermore. It's the League of Swords, show us what you stand for. It's the League of Swords, now it's time to go to war. It's the League of Swords, better fight for your life.
Welcome, Blade Masters, to the League of Swords! My name is Nunguaya, and I'm joined with...
Ron the Real Deal Steel.
That's right, that's right! Today we have an amazing lineup and a main event, shall we say, featuring Mad Jack McCaslin and the Saint of Swords!
Saint of Swords, more like Sanctimonious of Swords.
Haha, Sanctimonious! Well, will he be able to last against Mad Jack McCaslin? He seems a little out there today. Yes,
mad?
that's a good word.
A little mad, is it?
A little
Interesting.
mad would be the proper word.
Mad Jack McCaslin, the Saint of Swords. Battle on the edge of
Now, time for your main event! From the darkness of his own past, carrying the weight of two worlds, Mad Jack McCaslin!
Mad Jack from the McCaslin clan.
He seems irritated.
After this, hey, who wants to see me take the Saint down a peg, eh?
He has something to prove, I've heard.
Is it proof that he's wearing underwear under there, or?
What's you? I don't like a shirt. I like a lot. Where'd you get it? The internet? Gosh! What is that? You don't have the internet where I come from. From the lonely road, the seeker of his own justice, the Saint of Swords!
Saint of Swords, traveling that lonesome road to find that justice. A story I can get behind.
And yet still has time to find a place to get cool hat.
Travels take you many places, many interesting places.
Yeah, those places apparently don't care about sleeves.
Take your places. Ready! Fight!
And we're with a feint. Mad Jack taunting his opponent.
Oh, they're just having a lark.
Get your attention now, won't I?
The beautiful clashes sounds like an orchestra every time they swing their swords.
That's what you get when two professionals want to kill each other.
Drive-by clashes. Mad Jack taking a lower stance. He has a lot of agility. You are correct. With a block. Saint of Swords is not taking this lying down. He's jumping. He's swinging.
Mad Jack's nothing to slouch on either. Kind enough to give his opponent a break.
That could work against him, though, letting his opponent breathe.
Do you think the sleeves are holding Jack back?
I think the sleeves keep him warm in the winter nights. That's what I think.
I don't know. I'm starting to think that no sleeves is the new meta.
Saint, I realize I forgot to give you a special greeting.
Oh, Head Monk Thyra Rayleaf.
Far too long, and I must admit, I didn't realize that you were participating in this
What is Mad Jack doing?
He does know the fight's not actually called off, right?
I don't know. Oh! Mad Jack! Mad Jack! Mad Jack taking advantage of the darkness! Mad Jack not stopping!
That's exactly what you need to do! That's what makes you the champ!
No! This is an honorable fight! One-on-one!
Come on, fight! Honorable fights are not what you get when wishes are on the line!
Settle down! Either way, the match seems to be over.
What are you doing?
You kind of look like
Mad Jack was
trying to take out the monk.
Yeah, Mad Jack trying to stop the resurrection. Why? It's good he stopped, keeping the orderly flow of things going, but no. What is Thyra Rayleaf even thinking about trying to stop the referee from doing his job?
Well, at least Jack got the W. That's all he's after.
And that wraps up another exciting League of Swords. Check out next time for all the metal... Is that Mad Jack? Mad Jack! Mad Jack! Mad Jack! The people want to know why you decided to stab the Saint of Swords right in the back.
Oh, they want to know, do they? Everyone wants to know.
Yeah, it was an interesting thing.
Yeah, I was asking with the why. Why'd you do it, Jack? Why'd you stab the Saint of Swords in the back? Yeah. Why'd you light that church on fire? Why are you shooting hot sauce into my eyes? Well, guess what?
What?
I don't have to tell you anything. You don't get any answers from me. No, I'll tell you when I want to tell you. And you'll know the next time you see me.
Well, there you have it, folks. We'll find out next time.
There is one more chance to see the League of Swords in 2023. Live at Los Angeles Comic-Con.
Hello, everybody. We're back. Hope you all had a fun time with that episode. You can head to you can search for League of Swords on YouTube to find out more. The website is currently down, unfortunately, because keeping up a website is expensive, and I just lost my job a couple months ago. But I'm happy you're all here. Focus, camera. Focus. Okay. So let us play some Star Trek Online. I am just gonna get that set up here. We have echo. You shouldn't have echo. But I know why. Okay. No more echo. Thank you for letting me know, Pally Zoran. All right. And engage. Did anybody else's heart drop into their throat when they saw the message from Deca Games today? Like, I figured it was them introducing themselves, but there was a non-zero chance that it was something far, far worse. I think we titled a message from Deca Games, or a message from Cryptic, the announcement that the Foundry was going away. It's so scared. I was glad it was nothing instead. I mean, not nothing. That's the wrong way to put it. I'm glad it was Deca introducing themselves. They're lovely people, and you all are going to like them. All right. Almost done setting up here. I had to choose between going to the bathroom and getting everything set up. And so I made probably the correct choice. But, you know. All right. And here we are! Star Trek Online! Yeah, they're a really cool group of people. I mean, everybody Thomas and Jeremy mentioned today, Mayo, Flo, Richard, Cameron, who I don't think you all have met or heard of yet, but is very important over there. They're all awesome. And I've really enjoyed hanging out with them. Hey, awesome that you got a new keyboard, Dexter. All right, so now, the question becomes, what are we going to do today? For those of you who haven't seen it, you should go into the VODs and watch it. I had an excellent stream 2 weeks ago with Mara Morgan from Mara Makes Stuff, or Mara Makes Content, I think. She's in the chat right now. She's an amazing shipbuilder, and she helped me make my ship not suck. So now that my ship is officially not sucking, I have to figure out something else to do. I should definitely get a group of people on here to make my my ground game less sucky, but we will work on that. Karis, I have not yet seen Mara's video on how to build a fucking ship. But, by the way, while a bunch of people are still here before everybody drops out, in case you... Whoops, wrong one. Nope. In case you missed it earlier, tomorrow, we will be doing more Star Trek Online. First time we're doing it twice in a week because the anniversary is dropping tomorrow. Thank you very much for the bits, Examir. Do I have a favorite sword like from games? The first one that pops into my head is the Atma weapon, because that is a game that's from Final Fantasy VI, which is my favorite video game of all time. You know, that obviously jumps to the top of the list. It's one of the most powerful weapons in that game. But I don't. I'm trying to think of what else is awesome. The Red Queen from Devil May Cry. I have a Buster Sword behind me, but I actually am not as big of a fan of the plain old Buster Sword. I really quite like this design. This was a weapon Think Geek sold, 20 years ago or whatever, when Think Geek was doing stuff. Look at me cleaning out my inventory. What's the best Sagan variant for you to buy? I don't know, Nariko. I've never flown that type of ship, but people here do. Theron, I didn't do that. This is SFC's fleet, I believe. Oh, also, Dexter, if you're on and you wanted to invite me to a map so I could get that extra trait we were talking about. Okay, I thought there was only one Sagan, but I assumed if the question was being asked that I was wrong. Ramona, that counts 100%. Things that have the essence of a sword can still be a sword. I can go to you guys' fleet area, Karas, but you don't have buying a new fleet trait unlocked yet in your research base. So Dexter does and was going to invite me over. I don't know if he's still in chat. But research needs to hit tier 3 overall before I can buy a new trait. Thank you, Dexter. Another ad coming up in about 5 minutes. Remember, if you don't want to watch that, you don't have to. Oh, I think... Oops. I think during that whole break, TikTok and YouTube were just staring at nothing. I apologize, TikTok and YouTube. I need to spend some time going through this vertical video and really setting it up. And also, they can't see me right now. But now they can. No! Just webcam 4. There we go. Now everybody can see everything. Cool. New fragrance, Essence of Sword. I've subscribed to this nail company called Fan Chromatic Nails. They're great. They're not a sponsor of the channel, but they're fabulous. And I was trying to do a League of Swords collaboration with them to make a League of Swords nail color. We may still do it. I gotta follow up with them. Examir, you are 100% correct. Doing those attacks just breaks everything. Alright, so thank you, Dexter. I was like, I know it's one of these panels, but not which one. Well, one starship trait slot. I sure do. Alright, that ate a lot of stuff, but now I've got another starship trait. Ha 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 ha. Which I guess I'll fill with Pedal for the Metal right now. Wait. Oh, was Fireball escape one of these? Yeah, these are all traits I have to get off ships. Okay. What's a ship I should get a good trait off of? Now we need to get a rep space trait slot too. Is that a thing I can get? I can get a bonus. Oh, yeah. Is that also in the starbase? Oh, boy. All right. Well, I'm not saving up for that one right now. So you say what you got. You all know that I got a lot. Can I access my bank on here? Do I have any injuries that need healing? No. There's my bank. Okay. So I have... all of these are things that you get for working at Cryptic. They are a lockbox that just has the stuff in it. So assume I have all of these ships. And then I have some others too. Didn't the Mars have a really good trait for ships? For my kind of ship? Improved lock trajectory, that's right. Okay, why don't we start with Mars? Obina for sub? Oh, I see that it's right here. Okay, so why is the Obina so desired? Zez, where do I get... So people are telling me where to get things, what things to get, but not where to get them. Disco, I just explained what those are. I'm not going to explain it again. I can't. I don't want people to get in trouble. Oh, right. Today's giveaway. I need to do that. See what, if anything, we get from those. Low buy crystals. Low buy crystals. Low buy crystals. Not unexpected. Zez says everything you listed is C-Store. Okay, so Discovery. Crossfield Refit, World Razor, Gorn Hunter, Mirror Warship. Okay. I did not, Nariko. I don't have that kind of luck. Fragrance, unfortunately you missed. Thomas came back and said, we're definitely doing the whale probe, but Fragrance can't have it. It's specifically locked out from his account. Dexter, I probably did not open all of my Mud Bundle boxes. I think they're in my regular bank. Oh god, there's so much in here. I'm so not supposed to let you know we have this, but yes, we do. Pundus, you should be getting them. Talk to your producer if you don't have it. Yeah, okay, so I've got a lot of mud stuff. Is there anything in the Fighter Pilot Mega Bundle that would help out this particular build? I feel weird showing this stuff off. I shouldn't do that, but... Yeah, I know, Dexter, but I don't have the inventory space to just open them all. So I'm looking for what's useful. Juwola, fans have a weird relationship with the game. There sometimes can be riots over, like, why do you guys get this stuff for free and I have to work for it or pay for it? People can get real mad over silly things. The Gold Nagus was is an example of that, I think. Lacerado would help by looking cool. You're right. No, but seriously, Pundus, reach out. If Travis is still there, reach out to him. If not, reach out to somebody else. These are also a collection over years of working on the game. It's not like I was just given them all as soon as I started. Oh boy. Okay, we're okay. Travis is not still there. That sucks. That's right. I forgot. We did the card for him and everything. Alright, well, I'm going to go back to my ship. Wait, Nariko, why can you never get a lifetime sub on Steam? Burger King ad? That's hilarious. All right, I'm gonna drop into some TFOs, at least to start with today. Duola, do you think if Pundus had the power, the Path Jaeger would not already be real? He's already modeled the damn thing. Okay, so the Disco Inferno thing is the one that I want to open so I can get Ruin of Our Enemies, which is what everyone's recommending. So let's do that. Let's first make sure I don't already have a D7 somewhere, but I'm pretty sure I don't. Oh, that's annoying. Wait, oh, because I did a TFO. I'm like, where am I going? I am so excited that there are so many of you in here right now. You can see this is kind of what we normally do. We play some games. We chat with our community. It's a fun time. Where's my cloak? There is my cloak. Things got moved around. Ramona, that's hilarious.
Here they come.
Yep, this is a great stream for hanging out with everybody. For people yelling about random things. For talking about Star Trek Online, even when we're not playing Star Trek Online. So I didn't realize that the ambush bonus, until Jeremy said this today, required you not to be in combat. So instead of just staying in cloak for 5 seconds, I have to stay in cloak until I'm out of combat, like right now. And then I can pop out of cloak and start hitting spacebar. Ooh, hello Priority 1. Thank you for the raid. It's been a 3-raid day. That's amazing. Good to see you folks. What were you up to over on the Armada stream? And hi, Rachel. Pope Moisty says you were up to being moist. I mean, you know. I get it. Sometimes you gotta be moist. Sweet. Did you get any good accolade? Hello, Doom Turtle. And may I say a good doom to you, sir. Thank you very much for the follow, Wolf Grey. And again, if you're in chat and you followed earlier and I didn't give you a specific shout out, I'm so sorry. I really didn't want to interrupt Thomas and Jeremy when they were talking about important and interesting stuff. But I really appreciate you, all the people who followed and subscribed. We may have a short amount of time before more arrive. You beat up Will Wheaton? Yes, we were playing that story mission the other day. Wouldn't quite have phrased it that way myself, but... Dexter, if you have that much money to throw around, I won't say no to the help, but... Gotta remember that I have this when there's a cluster of them. Nice, Rachel. That'll be good. All right, Priority 1. Thanks for the raid. Have a great night. Oh, yeah, hit the hay, Kara Speeds, go to bed. Hello, Salaknar. Good to see you again, bud. Folks, if you're just tuning into the stream for the first time and you want to give us a follow, that would be awesome. If you have the means and you want to give us a subscribe, that would also be awesome. Several people on here, including Karas, like to complain about the ads. You got an Amazon Prime subscription, you don't have to have ads anymore. Who is shooting me from behind?
This is Andor. Our shields are taking hits, and we can use an escort.
Karas, crying about Burger King is not complaining? Let me know how this distinction is made. I am curious. What's this again? Oh, yeah.
The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault.
You got it. Roadhouse, I think I may have mentioned this on the stream before, Dexter, but Roadhouse has the, the best tagline in history, which is, "The dancing is over, now it gets dirty." Just freaking love that. Thank you very much for the follow, Carnage VE. Yes, there is a Wolf Grey. Tell me more about this Twitch Turbo thing. I don't know a lot about it. Seems cool.
The evacuation ship is logged in. Give them cover.
Roadhouse came out after Dirty Dancing? Oh, yeah, no, it came out after Dirty Dancing. Yeah, that's exactly right. Sorry, that's what I was just referencing. Yeah, I mean, it's basically like, hey, do you want to see Patrick Swayze in a man movie? Which I love that marketing. It's so dumb. It's great. Somebody above asked a question. Will the legendary ships ever be sold as a single purchase? I don't work for Cryptic anymore. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. So I can't answer that question. Hello, Synthropy. Your ship is broken. Can you make it go? When will we get League of Dirty Dancing? Too many of those already exist. Go watch it's like called MXC or something on YouTube. Well, I'll try to draw those enemy ships, but I was never much of an artist. Where do the Hex cannons come from? I'm not sure. Alright, close enough. I'm fully equipped. Let's go. We did it! Achilles. There you go. Oh, and we're done. Hooray. Yeah, Doom Turtle. I'm not sure why Vulcan ships are so rare. Never really found that out. I'll take a Discovery Mark package. All right, back to the shipyard. Dexter! George Worley, there were no talks during the stream today about possibly lowering the cooldown of Fire at Will today. I doubt that they would do that. I think they're pretty happy with how Fire at Will is balanced. All right, what ships do I have? Anybody see a D7 in here before I go take one out of a box? That's the Kelvin D7, which I assume doesn't have what you're looking for. No, that has Into the Fray. Although that's the Into the Fray seems like it'd be very good for me too. Oh, and I have a Mars class already. Okay, let's look at the ships I have commissioned and see which ones I should be getting traits from. That doesn't really help me. Doesn't really help me. That's okay. Oh, yeah, drop it again for me, Wolf. I didn't see it. Thank you. Then Mars has improved lock trajectory. The Velius doesn't have anything. We saw this already. Promise of Ferocity. I remember hearing that was good. This is what? Oh, no, that's not helpful. I'm always going to be wanting shooting a backward arc. Wait, I thought I already had Withering Barrage. Didn't I make sure I had Withering Barrage? I don't have Withering Barrage. Yes, I do. Okay. Phew. And Strike from Shadows I have. This is the legendary pilot bird of prey. I got deadly appearances from that. And there's the legendary D7. With not what you guys were saying. Okay, so not that. Oh, okay. Cool, Wolf Grey. Thank you. That's neat. The Interceptor has... That's funny, but not that helpful. That's sort of useful, but not as useful as other stuff we've got. We've got Withering Barrage. And we don't really need Fire Exclusions. Oh, I see. I need the Miracle Worker D7. And that's in the... Y'all said that was in the... Y'all said that was in the Disco Inferno muds. Man. Oh, cool. Lost in the Delta Quadrant. Cruiserweight. Bundle of Dread. Carried Away, Awesome Mix, 32nd Century, Disco Inferno. There we go. I'm not going to have enough inventory for this. But we'll do it anyway. Yeah, I know, Karas. I know. Okay. I should probably put some of this stuff away. This is the... Okay, so this is what I want. Ooh. Wait, yeah, okay, this is what I want. And we are going to rename this, the Glaive. Done. Then we'll... might as well. Those looks like they'd be fun to have. Deal with the rest of this later. Trexpert, was that you busting a move? Yes, you've got very good dance moves, my friend. Alright, so let's go set up the D7. My new third D7. This has the ruin of our enemies. Okay. Kulshek. Is that somebody in chat? Who's Kulshek? Trexpert. Okay, cool. Well, my plan was to just head into some patrols. Can I bring you in with me? What was the one? I know Argala is one that people use a lot. What's the other one? Rescue and search, that's right. Nice, Dexter. Nice.
Good to see you, my friend.
All right, hop on in here, Trexpert, if you want. Would love the help. I'll launch some fighters. This is going to be interesting because I, am not flying the kind of ship I usually fly. Fire. Ninth rule is the best. Okay. Well, I knew it was something Ferengi. I don't know why I thought it was rescue and search. That isn't Ferengi at all. I'm not doing any damage because the ship isn't built for it. Okay, good to know, Wolf. For right now, since we have it, I'm going to put the launch fighters in my spacebar thing so that when I accidentally hit spacebar, I use it. What's this one? Not really worth.
We did it. Sensors are clear. 2 of our ships.
Just set up something here so
That
we're...
rift's unstable. We need to hurry or those ships won't make it.
Klingon vessels are warping into your position.
Of course they are. Oh, okay. Pull those fighters out of here and right-click them so they auto-launch. Got it.
Coming to our aid. Some sort of energy surge erupted. The blessings of Luke.
Our systems are coming back online nicely.
Under the circumstances,
If you feel
Thanks for being fast,
one less rift to worry about.
Trexpert. It's not terrible flying around in a much less killable ship.
Klingons are approaching our position.
What's this? That sounds fun. Outside of 5K, or they help me with the zoom. I'm used to being much closer than that. Dexter, I don't need to see your D today. All right. Uh-oh. Bad stuff happening. Getting blown up. Save me, shields! Yes, everyone's going to horny jail. That is still so weird, Dexter. I don't know what you discovered. I don't know how you discovered it. I can see that, Wolf Grey. This does seem like a very fun, tanky damage platform. I mean, the fact that I'm not dead, it's pretty incredible. Yeah, Fragrance, instead of horny jail, it says Daijobu, which is Japanese for, are you alright? Hey, Arachnas, welcome. Thanks for chatting with us for the first time. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying this ship, actually. Maybe I'll work on a carrier build next. I want a squadron ship so bad. It's gonna be so wildly different, I know. Ah! Wow. Yeah, this thing is real hard to kill. That's great. Yes, a D7 is a type of dice, but only theoretically. Alright, there we go. Grab some discovery marks.
I think that was the last of them.
Open any of the new stuff we need to open. Ooh. Okay. What does this do? Nothing that I need. Huh. Too presumptive to do voice chat? No, Trexpert, that's fine. I can get you in here. Just looking to see what else was new. So it looks like I picked up some boxes or something. I got some low-buy. Got a lot of low-buy. That's the OP EPG console. Okay, but that's not going to be OP for me, right? You know, I have never done voice chat on Star Trek Online. Let me boot up Discord real quick. Well, good to see you, Arachnas. Thank you for sharing your voice with us. Trek STOVC. I just remember it being down sometimes. Mostly. I don't even know how to access it. Anyway. Trexpert, I assume on here you're also Trexpert? Yes. What up, Trexpert?
Hello, testing 1 2 3 testing.
I can hear you. Maggie Vericoster says this console is a meta, very powerful.
Hey, I can hear you on my tablet, but I can't hear you through my headset here. Let me see what's going on.
All right, probably something to do with Discord. All right, well, since it's an OP console, let's flop it on here.
Let me see.
All right.
Hello, testing.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Testing. On my tablet.
Okay, that's weird. Check Discord settings and make sure it's going to your headset and not something weird.
Yeah, I know. I've never done Discord voice chat before, so I need to futz with it all here. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, you're coming through my speakers for some reason.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, Seiya Jin, I don't work for Cryptic anymore, so I don't know and I can't ask.
Okay. Let me see.
Can you hear me now? Test, test. Test, test.
Yeah, you're just shoehorn this together here.
Okay.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, personally I really like to do geez, the Ferengi one.
Ninth
I never
Rule?
remember. Yes, that one.
Yeah. Well, let's do it.
Alright, 9th rule we go. Patrols, 9th rule. Yeah. This is my Klingon kind of... I created a thing for mainly demo recording and stuff, and so trying to get my Klingon up a little bit in this just so I can do other things, but yeah, it's... I die a lot.
Hey, no worries. You helped me out in the last one. We'll keep going.
Yep.
Modron.
I don't know how he convinced the Breen to join in, but he did.
Yeah, I mean, at least on this thing, I've got to the Breath of the Dragon, and I've got the Lexington's MDAB.
Nice. Folks in chat, do I have to hit the fighters are right-clicked, but they're not launching. Do I have to do that manually at the start of the fight? Or if you know, Trexpert, you could tell me.
Fighters, I think you click the little fighter buttons.
Right.
I do a lot with the buttons.
Bad news,
Okay.
The Ferengi ship just dropped out of cloak.
I'm stuck in an asteroid. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, now, if we're playing on console, I could help you better.
That's all right. Someday, friend, someday.
Yeah.
You just have to teach me how to be motivated to do stuff.
Cutting out the middleman here, Modron. Give us the spores.
I like how you're like, I can't help you very much, and every time an enemy group pops in, you blow it up before I can do anything.
Yeah. Well, that's one nice thing about the Burrell, is it's fast.
Oh, Dexter's in here too. How did Dexter get in here? I didn't know you could just jump into my team. That's cool.
Nope.
Okay, that's why. I had not fired my weapons yet.
Why are you defending that Ferengi worm? He's not worth dying for.
He's not, but, you know. I don't really have a good reason, actually. I don't know why we're defending that Ferengi worm.
He probably knows more than he wants to let on.
Yeah, that's true.
Kill it with fire.
Literally. That Dragon's Breath console is so cool.
It is. Quite handy, too. Yeah, that and the Lexington is really handy because it just shoots, it targets a bunch of stuff and then fires quantum torpedoes, even if you don't have to look weight.
Nice. Mara, if you're still in chat, one of the things that you set up for me was this was the F to fire thing, and I don't remember if I have to fire, if I have to press that all the time or if it'll auto start firing. It seems more confusing with the ship than it was for the others, but
Yeah, I just spammed the space bar.
I know, but now my spacebar does something else.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Hey, and I just met Madron officially, even though I've met him many times over the years. Right.
All right, how did that do for my stuff?
Oh, Madron. Will you ever not be a massive dick?
No, he's in.
Ooh, I just unlocked that motif. Nice.
Nice.
So let me just
throw another.
Yeah, I'll do
beam
that later.
here.
Let's see. What do we got? Chief.
I think I want to throw.
What other trolls are there from?
Foul face
Oh, you know what? You know what's thematically appropriate?
What?
I just saw. Yeah, I thought I just saw it. Sword and Zone. I thought there was. Oh, never mind. I thought I saw one in the Ramazan system. Never mind.
Ha!
Just when I saw. Oh, Zal. I
Oh,
think
the
I
party-
saw Zal.
The party is on normal. How does the party? How do we switch the party over to advanced? Because I'm on advanced.
I would prefer normal.
You'll be okay. I believe in you.
Okay. Ooh, I like Strike at Sadia is a good one. I like that one.
Okay.
How often do you get to fight Federation ships?
That's true. What are these? I'm trying to find something that I can open up. I know I just picked up some R&D stuff. All right. Well, I gotta get rid of some of these white weapons.
Yeah, I'll touch my inventory while we're at it. See anything I can. No. Yep, better. So let's upgrade my cannons. What's DPS there? 363, 310. Yeah, you're better. Anything else?
Okay. Now I'm good again.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
I need to remember where everything is here. I'm so used to console.
I think you are the team leader.
Yeah.
If you want to make me team leader, you can. But
Yeah. Yeah. So just strike at Sadia there. Then it's the Klingons of War.
okay. I was more thinking for upping the difficulty because right now we're still on normal.
Oh, okay. I don't know. If you. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Here's the button. So advanced. There we go. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So strike at Sadia is the fourth one down in the Klingon Civil War.
Alrighty. See you there. Oh my god, Ramona, yeah, it's so much faster than right-click discarding. Even if you're selling stuff for nothing, it's so nice.
Those Starfleet ships won't last much longer against that Mokai force.
You guys are gonna be done by the time I do this.
Shall
one.
we?
I'm trying
Okay,
to
you're
get
here.
through.
All right. Let's go. Wee.
Okay. Dexter, I've added you to the call.
Enterprise, this is Sadea Base. Get clear. It's a trap.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Pazek.
Am I hearable? I can't tell.
Yes, I can hear you, Dexter.
Okay, that's the most important thing. So now I can go psychotic without worry. Ooh, hello! I hear more voices coming in. Oh
yes.
no!
Yep, it's you and me and Trexpert.
Okay, there we go. I was wondering what that noise was.
Yes, it is I, the most crazy individual here.
I don't know if that's true.
I have the paperwork. So
I don't know. I have some pretty extensive notes, as Cal knows, on things.
We're not going to make this into a mental health pissing contest, y'all, because one of us will win and all of us will be sad.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant crazy, as in I love Star Trek Online type of crazy.
Oh yeah, that too.
Well, that yeah. I mean, oh yeah. I mean, all of Star Trek, as I have confirmed with no one recording that Nihilus wanted.
The Cryptia is here.
Ah, the Cryptia is here.
Yep. Oh yeah. Is there? Wait, are there more
The
people?
owl ship.
Oh, nice.
Well, we disabled it. Whatever.
Yep.
These are mostly being disabled, not destroyed, so they don't count as kills.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's like with the everything old is new and stuff. When you, even in the Klingon version, where you knock everybody out.
Well, we're probably blowing up these Klingons. Just generally.
Klingons, yeah. Yeah. And we already know these are the viral impulse burst possible ones, so to hell with them. Control.
I love that Lexington console.
And yes, I built this captain more to cover Kale's weak spots than...
Oh, well then I switched ships.
No. You still have your weak spots.
Oh, thank you.
Rude.
The weak spot is in playstyle, not a play...
No, I understand. I understand how you feel about me. I get it.
No, you deserve protection, man. Shut up. You're worth it.
Oh, thanks, buddy. I am L'Oreal.
There we go. And fireball. Well, shoot.
Anomalies.
Kill it with fire.
I was trying to get over here to do this objective in this Federation frigate, but I guess you can't do it. So I have pulled myself out of combat.
Dreadnought. Abort not.
Abort not?
Yes. I don't think that was Borticus' ship, though.
Oh no!
Oh no, a starbase blowing up.
Oh no, Mr. Bill!
Oh, that looks cool. And now we skip.
Yep, it was so much fun.
Yeah. All right, let's do Argala. Let me see how we do.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I did not get any XP on that at all.
I wonder. Weird.
I'm wondering if
you depart the system first.
Oh,
the proper
okay.
way. The experience is applied after you do the patrol.
Got it. Okay.
They changed how it works. It used to be you could do like Argala as long as you didn't kill the final Maj, it warped right out.
Oh yeah, there it
When they
goes.
had the
Okay.
Yeah, they changed how it applies because people would spam.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just not finishing Argala. Because the way the timers now work on that patrol.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I knew how to do that. So it was like, that was a lot of leveling really quick without having to actually wait 30 minutes.
CJDJ. Never. Death first.
Oh, we already in the Argala system?
Yep.
One of us is?
I am anyway.
Oh, okay. No, that's not a problem. What? More first talk? Usually when the first talk, it's like CJ.
Right there. Sorry, just messed with some of my settings.
Oh, that's fine. Argala I can probably handle. I shouldn't have said that out loud. Now I'm going to die a lot.
The more people you have in the group, the more ships are in Argala. So if you have a big party, I have more people to kill. Yay!
Yay!
Full impulse.
And very much a crowd control, but this is more focused on drain than control. because it has this one thing from the engineer thing that depending on how many people are around me, I drain their energy. And since I have drain infection, I do damage while I do it.
Got it. Okay, some Wolf Grey in chat is saying that by doing this with more people, I'm getting less XP because it's splitting it up. So
that's not true. That's not entirely true, especially if you do infinite spawns. Because I mean, if you do enough infinite spawn kills, it can, like Ninth Rule, or you can actually get a lot. But they also seem to have nerfed a lot of the group stuff recently.
All right, chat is disagreeing with you, Dexter. They're saying they're pretty sure it is true, and Wolf has tested it extensively. So we may have to break up the team after this one, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, it depends on also your build. Has he used it with a jellyfish ruins of our enemy kill build?
The ship turns so slow.
I can kill a lot with a jellyfish.
Nihilus, I love that idea, but no one should ever fly an Oberth.
Oh, I heard an Oberth mentioned.
It's true.
Pew 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 pew.
The Kazon, the only species the Borg ever decided wasn't worth it.
Well, there's too much infighting with them. And since they were based off of Latin and African gang members.
Yeah.
Which really makes the Borg's choice a little more racist.
And also the producer's choice.
And the writer's room. The writer's room and Voyager did a lot of questionable things. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Especially the bullying of Brian Fuller.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what hurt his decision to stay with Discovery when he started it.
Doom Turtle, I will talk as much smack about the Oberth as I want. It's a frisbee strapped to a canoe.
It's a frisbee strapped to a canoe.
Exactly.
Or as my meme would put it, a kazoo.
Yeah, Kel MG, the people who could have answered that question are no longer on the stream. So I can only vaguely say design reasons.
Design reasons.
All right. Let's get out of here.
There.
Thank you for your assistance, and welcome to the...
I have some knowledge, KelMG, but not for things that are relatively new. And that knowledge will become... I'm going to have a lot more historical knowledge than I will, like, yeah. Words. Nope, that's the end of the sentence. I don't got anything more.
Wait, would you get more experience if we were still in group, but you went into the patrol by yourself?
Maybe, I don't know.
We could try that.
Folks in chat?
Because I think that you still get the group increase if you're in a group, but...
Ooh. Hey.
Examir, the other two cameras were Jeremy and Thomas. They were here earlier to talk about the new ship, so...
Can we do To Hell with Honor? I love that one that's not on console.
Sure.
Was that a TFO or...
Yeah, TFO.
Oh, okay.
It's, for whatever reason, it's not in the console regular cycle.
That's odd.
Ah, well, I've never played console, really. I tried console, and I got the special Andorian starter ship for PC that was only available in the Neverwinter, which I never got. That one Neverwinter bundle. It was
yeah.
A $5 ship and a $200 bundle. It's like, huh?
Yeah, Logical 1701. The Jaeger is beautiful, and I will hear no slander.
You do know we technically do have a Jaeger in the game already. That's the Maquis Raider.
Oh yeah,
it's
that is because yep.
That's specifically what the Maquis use. is a modified Jaeger class.
Oh,
And
I didn't know that. I
know.
I know for the model it was the other way around.
Yeah, but in the lore, it's yeah.
Here we go.
It's a modified Jaeger class. It's not. It's something that already existed in the lore. Yeah, no, it's a modified.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, I Love Cookie. I appreciate that. I can't believe we got that many new subs today. Jeez, that's amazing.
Oh, I know. It's awesome, man. I am so happy about that.
Thanks.
As the executive producer of the KCU, I am very happy about that. And yes, that is still listed as my gender. Just because.
Nice.
I have so much limited space on Discord to describe myself. So, executive producer is my gender. I'm silly.
Yeah.
And you already heard about my complaint about the email my insurance gave me.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, they quickly apologized. That's what's the funny thing.
Oh, well, that's good.
Oh,
it was
there we
just,
go.
Yeah, it was like, you misgendered me in an email. I do not
Hooray,
need
I
to go
fixed it.
BGYN. Yeah. It's like, I've been your client for how many years?
All right, here we go.
This is the one with the
with
Rise
me
of
singing.
Fury music.
Yes.
You were singing it?
Not all of it, but the
Yeah
kind of stuff is me. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, it's very wonderful.
Yeah. Well, and I love that we're just flying right over the top of an asteroid here.
I
or
know.
moon.
It's a really cool design. It's just.
Oh,
neat.
I loved this mission when it came out. It
Yeah.
was like it was new. It was like, oh, the music, man. Awesome.
I know.
Now, if only this should get a regular rotation list on console. Grr.
I can no longer help you. You
I
must
know.
face the console alone.
Yeah. Or I can just bug bored about it.
You could. There we go.
Crowd control, Major Tom.
Crowd control to Major Tom.
Major Tom.
Oh, hey. Oh, that's right. I forgot this has turrets that I don't have.
Huh.
Yeah, the console version of this doesn't have these turrets. Forgot about that. And the one over Repente also console, we don't have all the turrets you guys have.
Yeah, because the map would have crashed.
Yeah.
The system limitation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Too many
I will say the
entities.
models on the console do look a little bit better with the character models.
They're the same models, so I'm not sure why.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
But I've seen it's like there is a slight difference, but most of the part, I don't really like the console as much.
Yeah, it's all right. It's a matter of taste.
Yeah.
No,
It's just because it's what I'm
get-
used to. This is like...
Yeah, no. If you're not used to keyboard, I already had years of doing keyboard, so.
There's
console,
times
I
when
was
I've been playing console that I'm like, this is so much better. Why couldn't we have done this?
There
But,
was some parts that's like they should have done this.
yeah.
I'm not gonna argue. I mean, okay. So,
Juwola, that would be cool. I don't think anybody's going to put in all the time to port STO to something else. It's a lot more work, unfortunately, than just saying, and go.
Let's see, I think...
we already.
Did one of the old devs manage to get it marginally workable on Switch just as their own little pet project?
I think so, but not really.
Yeah.
Like, you could turn it on and look around, but like it was not a functional port.
Yeah, like I said, marginally.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop shooting me, Jill. I want to go blow up your station here.
Damn turrets are causing me to slow down because they hit me.
I know. You get stuck in combat, it's the worst.
I know, it's like...
That's why I have all this stuff to increase my speed.
Yeah, I know. My one big thing is, like, I wish they'd cut down the red alert time.
Yeah. I get that. STO, now on Apple Watch. We don't need to kill every turret, CJGJ. Don't tell them what to do. No, you're right. We don't need to. I probably could just
Yeah,
cloak my
I
way
just
through
died
this
again.
death trap.
Yeah.
I like being the one on the stream who's not dying all the time.
Yeah.
Feels nice.
Yeah. I take that trophy.
Well, you're not used to it, so don't feel discouraged.
Oh yeah, no. It's all in good fun.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean.
Oh no,
well,
CJTD, I was kidding. I no, you didn't sound like that at all. I just wanted to yell. You don't tell me what to do, because it amuses me more than anything else. I guess I should try to go over to Gamma and blow up some ships there.
Yeah, I see the Lucara. Which that's, if I remember right, lore-wise, that's the lover of Kalis.
Maybe? I don't know.
I know that Lucara was an important name before Discovery stuff, so.
Yeah. Oh no, that was Lucara. That's Kalis' wife.
Okay.
Yeah. I knew it was something romantic.
Yeah. Kalis and Lucara.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know my
Yes.
lore, guys.
I know you know
And then
your
there's-
lore. Don't worry, no
See-
one has ever doubted anyone in chat or on the stream doesn't know their Star Trek lore.
Yeah. Well, see, and then there's the lake. Then there's the Lake of Lurser, where he dipped in his hair to create the first fat left, not to be confused with Lursa, who is one of the Duras sisters.
Mm.
Well, it's not uncommon for them to have a lot of names that are so close to actual historical figures.
Oh, it was great to
That's
see
actually
you
pretty
too,
common.
Crystal. Have a good night.
Lore dump.
Yeah. Well,
Lore dump.
and fun fact: in Klingon, Worf's name is Woriv. Woriv.
Yes.
Ah.
Because there is
So
no
we've just
hat
been
in
saying
Klingon.
the American bastardization of it this whole time. That's great.
Yeah. Well, the Rozhenkos probably did that.
Yeah. Probably even on accident.
Yeah. He's like, my name is Woriv. Worf. Your name is Worf. Because they're Russian.
Yeah,
Nihilist Zero says Mr. Wolf. So my dungeon master in my games on Mondays has I don't know exactly what accent it is, but every time he says wolf, he says woof. Which is incredible because every time we get attacked by wolves, he's like, you got 4 wolves coming up the hill.
See, my theory is that Loxana knew his name and just won't like to mess with him because it'd be very their personality.
Yeah.
Look, that is one of the greatest trolls in Star Trek.
Oh, she is.
Yes.
And we love her.
Yes.
We do.
Yeah.
See, in my head, if I were to ever do like a TNG movie set thing with a need to bring Loxana back, Meryl Streep, 100%.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Yes, the Loxana of the Kelvin timeline.
No, exactly. Like, I think Meryl Streep, she can do, the big drama, but she can also do the kind of funky goofball.
Mm-hmm.
Which, and you know what? I'll say it. Dark Page is a really good episode. It gets some flack and stuff, but it is a really good episode.
Which episode is that?
Dark Page, that's the one where it turns out, I didn't know. Troy was like, I had an older sister that died.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It is and she should have won a friggin' Emmy for that. If Star Trek was eligible for Emmys, quote unquote, she should have.
Or what about the time
one.
her and Odo were stuck in an elevator together?
Oh yes. Oh god. And no, you know what?
The vulnerability for both of them, man.
Yes. No, you know what though? Armin and Renee should have gotten nominated for The Ascent. Just the two of them climbing a mountain.
Everybody should have gotten nominated for everything.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
I didn't even know
DS9.
that
Yeah.
Renee was was related to royalty.
He's got a fancy
fucking
French name.
royalty.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, he's fucking royalty. I didn't know that.
That's cool. I did not know that either.
Yeah, I only learned it recently because I had to look up a pronunciation guide for his last name.
Oh yeah, having evasive maneuvers is a good idea. Thank you.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't have that on my list here.
Yeah, you should always have base maneuvers.
Yes.
And
So I can do this. Oh my god. Okay, I am going a little faster. For a second, I hit it and they didn't move very much, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah. No, I'm used to the radio menus and stuff here, so trying to do all this by keys is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so much fun.
What do you mean,
Yeah,
Juwala?
I seriously have not played a TFO with people I know in so long.
Yeah, me
Well,
either.
it's fun. I am enjoying
But most
myself.
of my friends are not on the same time anymore, and
They went to a different timeline?
yes, they went to a different timeline, and they're like 3 hours or 4 hours ahead of me, depending on the time.
Oh
of the
yeah.
year. And then there's like some friends who are like 3-4 hours behind me, and then it got. It's hard to organize anything, and a lot of them they're unhappy with a lot of things that I will not get into.
Huh.
And it's nothing against you personally. So,
Yeah, that's
their
fine.
issue, not mine. Yeah.
Let's see. STO Eric, I think you accidentally a word there. Otherwise, you just said, I think DS9 was one of the Trex shows. Which, is true. It is true.
Technically true.
Oh, wait. He's saying, okay, I get it. He's saying it's one of the shows he rewatches all the time.
Yeah.
Got it. I didn't understand because there was a comma in there.
Yeah.
Oh yes. No, actually,
Can I say something controversial?
Go for it.
I don't like In the Pale Moonlight.
That's fine.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think it's that good of an episode.
What?
That's fine. That's fine.
What?
No,
Blasphemy. Blasphemer.
What is your reasoning? No, what is your reasoning? Is it
I just don't. Basically, I don't think like there's two episodes. That one and the one where he poisons the planet, where they're very like the ends justify the means, and Starfleet is wrong about all this shit, and it just ends with Cisco being like, "Yep, I did a bad thing. Anyway, let's never mention it again."
Yeah, he's pulling a very much a Machiavellian prince.
Yeah, exactly. And like if they had ended the show with him like being like, okay, I saved the Federation, I did what I had to do. I'm now going to turn myself in for my several war crimes.
Instead of turn into a god.
Yeah, exactly.
For me, In the Pale Moonlight is very much kind of a microcosm of the Federation Section 31 relationship, where Cisco's the Federation. He tries to do as much as he can above board, maybe sleight of hand sort of stuff. And then Garrett comes in, plants the bomb just in case, because it probably won't work, and so he's hedging his bets, and it didn't work, and so he was just...
Anything that could be blamed for being clearly artificially computer-generated imagery, blah, 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 AI sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the things that I don't actually like about DS9 that much, is that I really like the sort of central premise of like TOS and TNG of like we're in the future and all of this utopia stuff works. And DS9 is kind of like, well, obviously none of that would work. That's why you need things like Section 31 and Cisco doing all this stuff.
Yeah, the people who are interested in
Thank you very much for the follow, by the way. Shoot, I missed the name of who that was.
The Section 31 is somebody who they want to protect the Federation's idea, but they don't want to follow it.
Right. And I don't know. I just kind of think
what we left behind documentary.
I didn't know.
It was clear that Section 31 was clearly behind a lot of the removal of religion in the Federation.
Ah, interesting.
They implied that. They got rid of it already in the Federation. They were going to work on doing it in the Bajorans. And considering, they're not good guys. I do not like Section 31. I want to make that clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are anti-villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bad guys doing bad things for good reasons.
Yeah,
right. Which
that's why I'm against the Section 31 movie.
Yeah. But that's what I like about. That's what I like about. It was also what really annoyed me when they had that Picard lead up short film, and there was still bullying in the Federation, and I was like, that shouldn't exist. That's not how this works.
If you watch the animated series, the Vulcans are bullies.
Oh, I know, but like,
they're like, they're fucking bullies, man. They're just terrible.
Yep, they did that in 09 too.
Vulcan. Yeah, they did that, and that's a callback actually to the animated series, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and all that was. Yeah, they definitely did that. Like Yesteryear was such a seminal episode of TAS, which actually TAS was actually really good.
Yeah, it is. It was just unfortunately hindered by the Saturday morning cartoon ideology.
Yeah, and the whole Funimation of it. You know, the me,
Yeah.
me, 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 me,
Yeah,
pork chop
and-
sandwiches.
And we already know that Chekhov only got to write an episode, never be in any of them because they couldn't afford him.
Yeah. All right. Well,
And
sorry to interrupt, gentlemen.
No, go for it.
I think I am going to wrap us up here because this was really fun. But I, have stuff I could do. But I really appreciate everybody who joined in and joined in on the stream today. It was really fun to have the interview. Don't forget, and I'm gonna.
Sorry, Nihilus, I forgot to invite you.
All right, I'm gonna hang up
I apologize,
the
Nihilus.
Discord call, but I love you both. All right. So don't forget, tomorrow we're coming back for more Star Trek Online. So if you're here, if you followed today, if you didn't follow today, come and join us. We're gonna play through the new anniversary content. It's gonna be really, really fun. What was that sound? Anybody know what that was? That was weird. Okay. Anyway, would love to see y'all. Love to see y'all more tomorrow for more Star Trek Online. It's gonna be great. I'm really gonna enjoy seeing the new episode for the first time because I haven't ever even gotten to playtest it. Wednesday, we're doing our first sponsored stream ever with Zenless Zone Zero. So I hope y'all will enjoy it. It's a very if you like Persona kind of games, it's very similar to that. With a little bit more sort of mobile game action-y stuff to it. I've never tried it on PC. We're going to be starting the game together for the first time, so that will be exciting. I don't think I ever played the 80s game Dungeon Master Dandy. It sounds cool, though. You're, of course, Eric, I love the community here. I love the community with STO and with Champions and with Neverwinter, although I didn't get to spend as much time with them, so I want to do more of it. And it's been really great having y'all hanging out with me. On Thursday is our normal Marvel Rivals Day. It will likely continue to be our normal Marvel Rivals Day. However, at some point between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m., I am getting a dishwasher delivered. So I don't know for sure that I can stream that day. It'll kind of be up in the air. If I'm not able to go live, I will try to throw it up. Or if I'm going live late, I will try to throw it up in on my Blue Sky and all of that stuff as well. And then on Friday, we're going to go back to Zenless Zone Zero because, hey, we have a sponsor, and that is very cool. So, yes, 12-hour window, CJ. Just gotta love it. So, I have some social media I would love for you to follow me on. I am Vengeance God on Blue Sky. That's where you want to follow, and if you want to hear updates about tomorrow or Thursday. I'm also Broken Infinity Films on Instagram and Vengeance God 2 on TikTok. We have a Discord. If you're not in our group Discord, please join. We've got a great community there. If you want to hear more of the fun discussions we were having with Trexpert and Dexter, there's a lot of that there. Of course, Trexpert, thanks for coming on. So yes, jump onto the Discord via that link right there and come and join us. There's a lot of fun things happening. And that Discord is also the Discord for the official Ace of Geeks, the Ace of Geeks podcast network, where I have 3 shows that I host. The Ace of Geeks podcast, where every other week 4 best friends talk about some nerdy media they saw and did that week and debate it to make the 4 of them fight to the death to see who's the best. Thank you very much for the follow, Conclusive Ninja. That's a great name. I like that. Also Yavin Radio, which is an improvised Star Wars podcast. If you like Lower Decks, you'll get a kick out of this. And Edge of Reality, which is our TTRPG show with 2 seasons out now and some more coming soon. You saw it earlier. We've got the League of Swords. That's going to be, it's a professional wrestling with sword fights. It's high octane. It's family friendly. We always show an episode on break on this channel. And there's going to be more episodes coming out soon. So that'll be great. Oh, I should definitely get this done before this ad starts. And finally, I've got a wish list. You don't have to buy me stuff, but if you want to, there it is. All right, let's see who we're raiding today. Let's see, who's live? Who's live playing Star Trek Online? It's a Star Trek Online day. And while Peace is streaming, she is streaming Final Fantasy. The traitor. See if it's anybody I know playing. Nope. All right. Well, anybody know Chuli STO? Seem like they might be cool. They're from Greece. But it looks like they're doing in English, so let's do it. Let's see how they are. Massively OP is on Trexpert, but they're like, oh, that channel has disabled raids. Okay. Never mind. I can't raid them. Well, that's unfortunate. And now I can hear myself. Let's see. That one's... We've got French. We've got... okay. This guy has 0 people watching the stream right now. Don't know if he's talking. I don't think so, but that's okay. Let's go say hi anyway. All right. Well, folks, this has been an absolute blast. I love getting to see all of y'all again. I love getting to talk with everybody. And it was great having Thomas and Jeremy on. Go give them a follow. Go give me a follow. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Do I not have an outro on? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bye-bye!